for the Party Animals. Well, just in case you were wondering, the broadcast is a presentation of BTV and the Party Animals. Here we go. Okay. Reese Hampton, switch hitting right fielder at the top of the order, leading the tour in batting average, doubles, and runs scored. Right behind him, Joe Lytle. For the third straight game in his home state, he gets to hit in the 2-hole, and boy, has he been great. 5 for 8 across the 2 games in Oklahoma City, his hometown. Jake Skoll in the 3-hole, leading the tour in on-base percentage, OPS, slugging, the Party Animals in homers, and all hitters in sprints. In the cleanup spot, defending Skoll all tour, it's been Mr. Bryson Bloomer, the third baseman, who comes in hitting .376. In the 5-hole, Mr. Tanner Thomas, leading the tour, at least tied for it, with his 3 steals of first base. Hitting 6th and playing left field, Brie Lindahl-Madova. Batting average up to .312, OBP up to .374 for the Styling Hawaiian. In the 7-hole, it's Chase Acuff, the shortstop. It's a similar theme for these Party Animals, but that batting average rising. He's just 4 points shy of .300. Jason Swan, you just saw him in the weigh-in. He's holding down first base. He continues to be incredibly productive towards the bottom of the Party Animals lineup. And Mike Vivacis, the head coach, putting himself in with the start with his good buddy Sean Fluke on the bump. He catches and hits 9th. And rounding out the Party Animals order is Derek Ginger himself. Mr. Dustin Baber, the second baseman, leading the Party Animals in trick plays and tied for the tour lead with 3 triples. And here is the man, the myth, the legend himself, the exterminator, Sean Fluke, who's been one of the best pitchers on the tour, especially since the start of April. We'll get more into that in a moment. That's how the Party Animals line up 1 through 10. Let's take a look at the protagonists of Banana Land, the Nanners. It's Mr. D.R. Meadows, the center fielder in the leadoff spot. Boy, has he been great up there. Leading the team with his .423 on-base percentage, just 1 point better than Dan Oberst, who's had that title for a few months until now. Eric Jones in the 2-hole, pacing all hitters with his 9 long balls, leading the Bananas team with 28 ribeyes. Michael Deeb in the 3-hole in his 3rd World Tour continues to be incredibly productive at .327 batting average, .405 OBP. Here is Dan Oberst in his 5th year as a Nanner, leading the team with a .368 batting average and 10 doubles. Dakota McFadden in the 5-hole, just like Deeb in his 3rd World Tour. A homer on Saturday night brings him to 7 in total, 3rd best overall. Jackson Olsen, the 3rd baseman, hitting 6th. He continues to thrive. Comes in tonight hitting .330. He's got 4 long balls of his own. Ryan Cox in the 7-hole, holding down shortstop. Tied for the tour lead with 3 triples, and he's 1 trick play away from 60. Bill Leroy in the 8-hole, the catcher. He has been oh so valuable down there. Batting average up to .308, on-base percentage at .411 for the 6th-year Banana. And Noah Bridges, who you just saw in the weigh-in against Jason Swan in the 9-hole tonight, holding down right field. He's as fast as they make him. And Matt Wolf in his home state. Grew up just down the road in Joy, Oklahoma. Gets the start at second base, rounding out the order. He is scrappy down there as Danny Hosley, the best pitcher on the tour thus far, will get his 2nd start. And it's going to be really exciting to see what Hosley can do against these Party Animals. And as I teased there, going through their lineups, Sean Fluke, the overall number's not amazing, but he's been great over the past couple months.
Look, Sean Fluke and Danny Hosley have been tremendous as of late. This might be the best pitching matchup we've seen of all the games here in Oklahoma. And I mean, look at the numbers right here. Danny Hosley with a 1.45 ERA leading the tour. And that ERA plus tells you he is almost 4 times better than the average banana ball pitcher. Now, Sean Fluke on the other end. You see the ERA, not too bad, but since the start of April, Sean Fluke with a 3.95 earned run average, and the MPI's also something to look at. Sean Fluke, 2nd on the tour in average MPI at 345, and Danny Hosley 3rd among qualified pitchers with a 3-minute and 56 MPI. It's going to be a great outing, and for Hosley, he gets his 2nd Game 3 start for the Bananas, and it's going to be his 1st start of the season against the Party Animals.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's going to be really fun to see how these 2 guys match up on the mound. It's quite a dichotomy between the 2 of them. Fluke is could be a dad bod cheerleading squad, man, with the man in as a Danny Hosley. As good a looking guy as you're legally allowed to make. Of course, quite a mixture of styles, too. Hosley low to mid 90s with the fastball, change up in 12-6 curve. Fluke also employs a 12-6 curve, a slider, and a change, but he's low to mid 80s with the heater. He's just trying to keep you off balance. And for Hosley, who's been the best pitcher on the tour, the numbers right there don't lie. He's been in a tier of his own. Normally, he's closing games, and you just end up in a random spot in this Party Animals lineup. But getting his second start of the tour, he has to deal with Reese Hampton right off the bat and Jake Skoll hitting third.
I mean, they're the catalyst of the Party Animals offense. They are so good. I mean, look at these numbers. Reese Hampton leading the tour in batting average and runs scored, and Jake Skoll, just the OPS and OPS plus king. Jake Skoll more than 2 times better than the average banana ball hitter. And those 8 home runs you see there, that leads all of the Party Animals. The guy just finds a way to get on base and slug the baseball. And Danny Hosley, the Banana's confident that he can go after these guys. He's had success against all the challengers, whether it's been the Dirty Birds, the Monarchs, of course the MLB PAA as well. And the Bananas in a Game 3 where they want the state of Oklahoma believe that he can dominate against these guys, much like he has early on in this season.
Yeah, Hosley, in his career at Norfolk State before he finished up at George Mason last spring, actually racked up a lot of complete games. Those were 7-inning games, often a part of a doubleheader, but he was racking them up nonetheless. So he knows how to go deep in games, even though he's been a 1, maybe 2-inning guy the majority of this tour. Tyler Gillum and Adam Virant suspect 3 innings out of him. So if he's cruising, he'll only have to face Reese Hampton and Jake Skoll once, and that would be ideal for him.
Look, if you want a crazy Danny Hosley stat, his earned run average is lower than his opponent's batting average this season. Opponent's batting 165 against him, but he's got a 1.45 earned run average. The dude's insane.
Yeah, it's getting a little ridiculous with the Haas. He's almost striking out 2 batters per inning he throws. He's barely walking anybody. Not a lot of hits given up, as Josh just mentioned, with that sub-Mendoza line batting average against him. He has been absolutely superb. But on the Banana side of things, offensively, and you're seeing it for the Party Animals as well, those lineups spreading out. You're starting to see batting averages rise up a lot outside of the big Skoll, Hampton, Cornette, and Bloomer guys.
I mean, we've seen Jackson Olsen have a significant boost. Bill Leroy has had an excellent series here in Oklahoma, as have Breland Almadova and Tanner Thomas. These guys are now having batting averages well above 300. And for the Bananas, I think if they want to win the game tonight, it's about finding consistency in terms of walk-offs. We've seen them be pretty streaky. They started last night's contest walking off 3 of their last 4 innings.
Let's throw it down to the national anthem. We are just moments away from first pitch tonight.
With the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Lindsey McClure.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsey McClure.
happy Memorial Day, and thank you for spending your last Monday night in May with us in Banana Land. It's the 39th game of the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by Zappos. And we're coming to you live from One Oak Field in the historic Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you, Shark. The Sooner State hangs in the balance. The 17 and 19 Bananas battle with their arch rival, the Party Animals, who come into tonight's contest 16 and 12, 4 games better than the Nanners in the head-to-head matchup. And you take a look at how the Bananas line up defensively. Deeb, Meadows, and Bridges from left to right in the outfield. Olson, Cox, Wolf, and Jones around the infield. Hosley on the bump, Leroy behind the dish, D-Mac and Danny Oberst, the designated hitter and extra hitter respectively. And it continues to be DR and Ryan Cox who really pop out as the trick play leaders.
But it's worth noting, we've seen a couple of these guys get trick plays here in Oklahoma. Eric Jones Jr., Matt Wolf, and Noah Bridges. The Bananas defense has been overall very solid throughout this series.
Danny Hosley will be hoping for a sturdy defensive performance tonight. The ace of the Bananas bullpen gets his second start on the tour in his 27th appearance. You get a look at the numbers, they're video game-esque. As good as Skull and Hampton have been offensively, Danny's been nearly 2 times as valuable on the bump. 31 innings thrown, the 356 MPI, as you can see right there, excellent. It is third best on the tour. And 47 strikeouts compared to just the 11 sprints and 18 hits. The ERA under 1.5. It's bizarre.
It's the MPI that stands out for me. 11 of his 31 innings pitched this season have been under 3 minutes. That's 35% of his total innings on the tour.
The pride of Vienna, Virginia. A couple years at Patrick and Henry Community College, 2 more at Norfolk State. Finished up at George Mason a spring ago. Fastball, 4-seam and 2-seams, works a changeup in and a 12-6 curveball. The Party Animals opposing him. We talked about Reese Hampton at the top of the order and Jake Skoll hitting third. Joe Lytle is having a phenomenal Oklahoma City in the 2-hole, an Oklahoma City series rather. And Bryson Bloomer cleaning it up is as dangerous as they come as well. Thomas, Almadova, Acuff, Swan, Vivacis, and Baber round out the order. Here's Jesse Cole.
It's time, Banana Nation. So on 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
As Jesse exits, Reese will saunter up to the dish. 12th round draft pick of the Detroit Tigers back in 2018. Switch hitting right fielder, leading the tour with that .388 batting average you see on your screen. His .459 on base percentage, not bad at all either. And that's third best overall. And quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. There's the fastball 12-6 curve combo from Haas. Man, that's a barrel to right center. 0-2 heater, Reese didn't miss it. And he's aboard to start the ball game off.
And there it is for Reese Hampton. He had to go 3 at-bats before extending his hit streak to 21 games on Saturday. But now, in his first debut tonight, he's going to extend that hitting streak to 22 games. Again, this is the longest hitting streak we've ever seen in Banana Ball.
Starting to approach DiMaggio's halfway mark. The all-time hit streak leader in Major League Baseball. Jolton Joe had 56 straight games. It's incredible to see Reese work as Joe Lytle lifts that one to shallow left. Deeb takes a few steps in and will be there for out number 1. Lytle having a great Sooner State series, but victim of the Bananas left fielder there, and now Jake Skoll, the center fielder. Comes in hitting .359. The 40 runs scored and the 8 homers are both second best on the tour. And he's pacing all hitters with 23 ball 4 sprints.
We've seen the batting average dip a little bit in the month of May for Jake Skoll, but how about this? He had 2 sprints on Saturday night, and that was his 6th multi-sprint game of the season.
There's a laundry list of reasons why he was the 15th overall pick in the 2010 draft as the Texas Rangers nabbed him. Hampton off from first. Great throw from Bill. Reese is gunned down. Laser beam by one of the twin princes of Banana Land as Leroy guns down Hampton.
Well, he got a great pitch from Danny Hosley. They go heater, and Bill was ready. They had already tried to pick up on Hampton, and you don't see it very much. Reese, a very smart base runner, but Bill just with arguably his best throw down to second of the season.
It was a perfect strike. Hampton now 13 for 16 in his stolen base attempts as Skoll flails and misses at the big bender. Jake pacing all hitters in on-base percentage as well as slugging. Spent 5 years in the Rangers organization, 2 more with the New York Yankees, before going to the University of Georgia and playing 4 years of SEC football. That one back up the middle. Hosley casually grabs it and flips it to EJ. Thanks to the caught stealing, an easy breezy 3 batters, 3 down, first inning.
And a 3-minute MPI for Danny Hosley to end the top half.
Couldn't have scripted a better start for the Bananas. They just need 1 run to walk off the first inning and jump out in front tonight in the all-important points category. It's going to be D.R. Meadows, Eric Jones, and Michael Deeb due to swing it. As you saw on the graphic popping up on the scoreboard a little while ago. And let's take a look at how the Party Animals line up defensively behind Sean Fluke. From left to right in the outfield, Breland Almadova, Jake Skoll, and Reese Hampton. And in the infield, Bryson Bloomer, Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan from third to first. There's Flukie on the mound, looking as glorious as ever without his jersey on. Vava behind the dish, Tanner Thomas, the extra hitter, Joe Lytle, the designated hitter.
We've seen some great defense as well for the Party Animals. A few more errors than they would have liked. But what I want to focus on is the battery of Sean Fluke and Mike Vivacis, the 2 guys, Pasco Hernando boys. And they just seem to have a chemistry and really have fun working together. I think it's going to help Sean Fluke out there on the mound tonight.
The prides of Hudson, Florida, in the St. Pete area. They've been friends for a whole long time, and now Vava in his 3rd stint in Banana Land, Fluke in year 2 as a Party Animal. Throws 4-seam fastball, 12-6 curve, a slider, and a changeup. And we've talked about it a couple times on the pregame. The overall number's not amazing, but he's been excellent since April 1st. 3rd best ERA on the tour as the Bananas sent DR, EJ, and Deeb up due to swing it in the first. With Dan Oberst, Dakota McFadden, Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Bill Leroy, Noah Bridges, and Matt Wolf, rounding out the 10 guys lined up to swing it for the Nanners. That one just misses the low outside corner. 2-1 count on DR. 343 batting average, his 423 on base percentage leads the Bananas. That's that beautiful bender from Fluke. The self-proclaimed strikeout king. Now has a full count on the doctor.
And DR has been great in the first inning so far lately. He's reached base safely in 5 of his last 6 games in the first inning.
That ball out of the stadium, uncatchable by the fans. So another life for DR. He's also racked up 13 ball 4 sprints compared to just 11 strikeouts on the tour. Make it 14 sprints. 1 hopper from Vava to Acuff, to Baber, to Bloomer, to Swan. DR's trying to get 2 bases. He will easily. Reese Hampton passes it to Breland Almadova. Actually, Breland never touches it. They're just going to pretend that he does. And all 7 guys behind the pitcher and catcher have to touch the ball on sprints before it is live and you can tag a runner out. Now the inning-winning run in scoring position for the ever-dangerous Eric Jones Jr. That one cranked foul down the third baseline. EJ leading the Bananas with his 1025 OPS. and 28 runs batted in. He's pacing the entire tour with his 9 long balls.
And we've seen a strong month of May from EJ. 3 May walk-offs.
Pitcher's pitch from Fluke. 0-2 count on the former Seattle Mariners and Minnesota Twins product. Was the Mariners bullpen catcher a summer ago after a stint in their minor league organization. That ball cranked to left field. DR didn't get a good jump, had to see the liner through the infield, and we'll get a stop sign from Tyler Gillum. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Inning-winning run 90 feet from scoring.
And it kind of feels like we're seeing double right now. Saturday night, DR Meadows starts the game with a ball four sprint of second base. And then what is followed by it? How about an Eric Jones single? Runners on the corners, no outs for Michael Deeb.
On Saturday, he worked a 2-base sprint and walked the inning off. EJ is going to take second easily. That is his 3rd steal in as many attempts on the tour. 2 of second, 1 of first. And Deeb lifts that one into shallow left center. Acuff out. He's called off by Breland, who can't make the catch. DR's going to come in and score. It's the 10th walk-off of the tour for Michael Vitamin Deeb. And the Nanners up by a point, 1 inning in the books.
Rarely do you see such confusion from the Party Animals outfield, but there, just no one knowing who was going to call off the ball and make that catch for the Bananas. It's their 3rd straight first inning with the walk-off.
With the Party Animals winning Saturday night 4-3, Dustin Baber was the showman of the night. How did he do it, Josh?
Well, Dustin Baber, just with an excellent performance for the Party Animals. A lot of fun out there here in the 3rd inning. How about Michael Deeb with a sharp liner and Baber making a sweet snag to end the frame. Dustin Baber with the big grab, of course, doing his little jig up to the plate. And DR Meadows going to do a jump pitch over Kyle, and a wild pitch. Baber's going to steal first. Not what Kyle likes to see, but for Baber, it's pretty good. Now in the 5th, ground ball, and the Party Animals leader in trick plays is going to have a little jump through the legs and throw onto Jason Swan. And how about this? Baber chugging the beer out of the big old mug, and now he's going to come up to the plate. And what are we going to get from Dustin Baber here? How about an under-the-legs pitch from Matt Wolf? And Baber collecting a sacrifice fly, getting a run on the board for the Party Animals. They would, of course, go on to win that inning and tie the game at 3 points apiece. And then Baber, how about to end the 6th? Through the legs and behind the back flip to Jason Swan, his 2nd trick play of the night. And that's not all. How about a 2nd beer chugged of the night? He's going to spike it on the cleat, put that beer down, and then he would go up to the plate. And here in the 8th inning, ground ball, Baber making a nice play to end the game and win it for the Party Animals. 4 points to 3, a close one. It was a terrific game for Baber. 0 for 2, of course, a sac fly, a steal of first, and 2 beers chugged.
Yeah, you've got to have an eventful evening on the field and entertainment-wise to make an 0 for 2 performance the showman of the night. But Baber was all deserving. There were some great offensive performances in that ball game as well. Joe Lytle stands out. Guy who went 2 for 4 with a couple RBI singles, an RBI sprint as well. And Tanner Thomas 2 for 3. 2-run homer, an RBI single, and a 2-base sprint. But it's all about the showmanship, the trickery, flashing the leather, and chugging the brewskis for Mr. Baber. Bananas lead 1 point to nothing. 4-5-6 for the Party Animals, as Bryson Bloomer takes a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Tanner Thomas on deck, Breland Almadova in the hole. And Bloomer quickly behind, no balls at 2 strikes. There's the nasty 12-6 curve. Bloomer, a 2021 and 22 Coastal Plain League champion with the Bananas. But as a pro, he's gone to the dark side. And boy, are the Nanners worse off for it. Sitting .376, a .461 on-base percentage.
And currently riding a 12-game on-base streak that dates all the way back to April 7th.
The average and OBP, both second best on the tour, behind Reese Hampton and Jake Skoll, respectively. It's been the perfect complement to Skoll and Hampton towards the top of the order. Told me he loves hitting behind Jake Skoll so much because literally like 50% of his at-bats, Skoll's on second base. A lot of stakes to be had as Bloomer goes down swinging. The World Tour leader with his 33 ribeyes. First strikeout victim of the night for Danny Hosley. And it looks like the entire Bananas team has all taken a little nap here because Andy came home. And as a man who has only seen Toy Story 4, I get this reference.
You've only seen the last of the Toy Story movies to date.
I watched it in the theaters with my fiance and her little brother, and I cried my eyes out. It was sad as heck.
It was a great movie. They're all good. You need to watch the first 3.
I know they're good. One day. It's behind Top Gun on my bucket list of movies to watch as Tanner Thomas takes a heater outside. By the way, congratulations, Josh, on the year anniversary of Top Gun Summer just becoming your look with the mustache.
That's correct. It is. My mustache is officially a year old. Yeah. I decided to make it a thing on Memorial Day, and I'm not sure if Top Gun had hit theaters not yet or not, but either way, it coincided perfectly with last summer.
Yeah, correlation or causation, it doesn't matter. You're a Top Gun man through and through ever since as Tanner Thomas pops it up and Ryan Cox tries to go behind the back. That's only the 3rd trick play missed in 62 attempts. And that would have been hitting the big 6-0 as far as successful trick plays in style for Coxie.
And we saw just the other night, Ryan Cox attempted that play for the first time and landed it successfully. Here it's going to kind of hit off of his wrist, the heel of that glove, and it's going to bounce, and Tanner Thomas is going to reach first base here.
Second base runner of the night for the Party Animals. Reese Hampton led off the ballgame with a single, was gunned down trying to steal second. Tanner's 11 for 12 on the tour in his stolen base attempts. The 2018 and 2019 Banana, both those years were with Bill Leroy as the Nanners' main catcher as he tries to backpick his old CPL buddy. And Tanner gets an extra base out of it. 14th error on the tour for Bill Leroy. Breland Almadova with a 1-2 count on him. Party Animals left fielder has been hot as of late. Batting average up to 312, OBP at 374 as you get another look at the errant throw from Leroy. That one in off the hands. Diving catch! Ryan Cox stabs it out of the air. The glove magician making magic out there as per usual.
What a way to make up for a trick play missed. An incredible snag by Ryan Cox, diving to his left and making a great sliding play for the second out.
That'll be the shortstop for the Party Animals, Chase Acuff at the dish. 2021 Banana, Tacoma Coastal Plain League Championship. The St. Pete kid behind 0-1. Batting average up to 296, as you can see there. OBP up to 381. It's been a really productive tour for Acuff. It was just about as tough to strike out as any man you can find in Banana Land, and plays a truly superb shortstop defensively.
Yeah, you talk about now 17 consecutive errorless games for Chase Acuff. He and Dustin Baber have been quite the duo and really held down the Party Animals defense.
Just makes it look so easy. Tanner Tinder Thomas leads off second as there's a 2-2 count now on Acuff. That ball lined over the leap of Cox and into left. Deeb coming up throwing. Thomas waved around third. Throw on the fly! In time! Michael Vitamin Deeb with a howitzer from left. And Tinder Thomas cut down at the dish.
What a throw from Michael Deeb, and give credit, Bill Leroy receiving that just a little bit towards the first base line. He's gonna move back towards home plate and apply that tag on Tanner Thomas, sliding quite outside of the bag there. And that's a great call by Vincent Chapman as well.
Slap a star next to that one in your book at home for the beautiful strike from left from Michael Deeb in his third World Tour, and the diving tag for Mr. Bill Leroy. Welcome back up in the broadcast booth. Biko Scala, Josh Talevsky off camera, Cowboy Kyle Lewigs on camera. How you living tonight?
Pretty good. It's rather warm down there in the dugout, but plenty of energy to go around. There's more people on rooftops than I think that we saw in Oklahoma City, so that's pretty cool. I made my way up here actually on the elevator and ran into some wonderful people that were pretty surprised to see me. So that was pretty funny, and just happy to be here in Tulsa.
We're happy to have you here, Kyle. They call it, gosh, I continue. Oh, yes, the buckle of the Bible Belt. Have you been enjoying your time in Tulsa?
I have. Carson said that it was actually considered the Las Vegas of Oklahoma, Tulsa, that being. And, yeah, you know, it's lived up to every word of it. They've got lime scooters, which I'm a huge fan of. I think every city should have lime scooters. We got to come out to a Drillers game last night out here and see what the park was all about. Very, very cool to see it full and live and full of energy tonight. And Bananas off to a good start, looking to walk off back-to-back innings here. Yeah,
that's a fact. Sean Fluke out for his second inning of work. Hosley has kept the Party Animals off the board both innings, but there's been a lot of help from his defense. How about the gun down to second by your now 7-year teammate, Mr. Bill Leroy, and then that chuck from left from Michael Deeb?
Yeah, Bill throwing that guy out earlier was incredible. And, yeah, that shot from Deeb and left was absolutely fantastic. The guy loves to hit more than anybody that I've ever met, but he can also play a little bit of defense on the side.
It's 4-5-6 for the Bananas, and we've got a mic on their head coach, Mr. Tyler Gillum. How you living down there? Okay, well, if you're living good, unfortunately we got nothing from you. How are you living now, Gillum?
Bark if you can hear us. Oh, he can't hear us.
He can hear us, but we can't hear diddly dig from him. Dan Oberst, blast deep to left. And Breland Almadova catches it between his legs.
I think we've got you, Gilly.
You got me? Oh.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
What's up?
This is a pretty magical evening in Tulsa, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, this place is beautiful. I mean, look inside. You got people hanging out on the apartments. You got people hanging out on the bank. Just Okies everywhere. I love it.
Nico,
Hey,
if I get hit in the face by a line drive, it's or Dan just hit that.
It's because you can't see? Is that what he said?
I have no idea. What? If he gets hit in a... Oh, yeah, it's because he can't see.
Yeah, he's getting blinded over there.
right over the plate right here.
Yeah, that's some tough sun there.
Dakota McFadden at the dish. Dan flirted with an inning walk-off homer. 0-2 count on the Nanners DH. Gillum, how wild has it been for you to get to bring Banana Ball to your home state?
Man, look at that.
Hey, base knock.
Bullet, baby. I tell you what, you know, we have nerves.
Gillum, can you try grabbing that pack out of your pocket and holding it in your hand?
What about sign language? Are you proficient in that?
Can you now?
That's a little bit better.
A little better.
All right, boys.
It looks like you got your phone out. You look like, what's his name from the
Lou
MLB?
Piniella.
Yeah.
Hear me?
Yeah.
We've got an play towards you.
Appreciate you, Gilly.
Yeah, so being back in the home state, man, I think I had half my town of Ada, Oklahoma here this past week. I cried about 15 times, tears of joy. Just look at this. Get up, ball. Come on, baby. Died down.
Skull ends up tracking down the fly ball from Jackson Olsen and 2 away.
Hey, I'm going to give signs with this antenna right now.
Yes, beautiful.
Malachi. That was a still sign.
I don't know if he got that one. He looked like he was asking Viro what was going on.
I think so.
Yeah, but I got to say, I mean, it's cool to see. I think it says a lot about who you are as a person with the large crowds that you had coming out wanting to support this and you out here in Oklahoma. And, they didn't have any CPL teams in Oklahoma, so I think that this was kind of like a dream at most until we started doing this whole banana ball thing and we could bring it out here.
That's it, man. There's, I'd probably say there's 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people that I was able to see this weekend. And, I cried tons of times. I've seen people that I grew up playing T-ball with. And, we're just representing for the small school baseball guys out there in Oklahoma. So it's pretty special to be out here and bring banana ball and bring this happiness and joy to all these people in Oklahoma. It's pretty cool.
1-2 pitch coming to Jackson Olsen. Make it 2-2.
We got Ryan Cox up now.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Good call. Jackson just flew out.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
Hey, how about Cox's tricks on tour so far? How many's he got? Like 80? Oh, here we go. Malachi's. Baby, give it to him. Hey, give it to him. Go.
How about Malachi Mitchell now 34 for 36?
All right, here we go. We're getting Whopper it up right here.
It's stolen base attempts. Bloomer making the call, and he'll make the catch. Gillum, I can't thank you enough for popping a mic on, man. The last thing I've got for you, you told me before the games that you felt like you were going to have about 3,000 people that you knew at each game in Oklahoma City. Do you think that's the case?
There might be more. I'm telling you, they ate Oklahoma, Pontotoc County. They came out really, really hot. There's so many people here, and it's been great seeing them. It's a family reunion. It's a homecoming, and we got to come back to this place in the future.
Yeah, I think you probably did put a large dent into your $1 million T-shirt dream that you have going for you. I think you probably did a couple thousand this tour stop.
Well, I hope so, man. Bet on yourself. Everybody in the world needs to bet on themselves, work their butt off, and try to have a dream come reality, and I'm living my dream right now, so it's pretty cool.
Tyler, I can't tell you how pleasantly surprised I've been by your home state. I mean, I've had the time of my life in Oklahoma City. Tulsa's been a blast, this too. I think we should come back here as well, man.
Let's do it. Appreciate you boys. You guys have fun up there.
Thank you so much, Gillum. Good luck tonight. There goes the head coaches of the Savannah Bananas alongside his compadre, Adam Viron, who we'll hear from a little later on tonight. Maceo, Malachi Ziegler, Donnie, and Malatesta air guitaring the heck out of this player dance.
Yeah. How about that? They actually, fun fact, they practiced that in the bathroom in the locker room before we came out here for VIB, and there was all kind of commotion. I mean, it's 4 solid walls around a couple shower heads, so a lot of noise is going to bounce around that room, and there were some noises coming out of there that I didn't think I would hear in a locker room bathroom. But it was quite comical.
I can only imagine. To the third inning we go. Nanners lead 1-0. Walked off the first inning on a pop-up in shallow left field off the bat of Michael Deeb. What was your official ruling on that, Josh?
I think I'm going to go with the hit.
I like it.
It didn't touch a glove, did it?
Didn't really touch a glove. A lot of confusion. That's a hit in a lot of games.
Except when I'm pitching.
Sean Fluke won't like the decision, but I agree with it. Hold on, here comes D.R. Meadows racing in from center. He hops Danny Hosley and gets a strike in there. Swan pops it up. Bill Leroy throws away his glove.
DR's got it.
The center fielder catches it behind home plate in foul territory.
Have you ever seen an F8 in your scorebook made in foul territory behind home plate? I don't think so. D.R. Meadows, are you kidding me?
I was flabbergasted when I saw a fielder battling Bill Leroy for the play when Bill had thrown his glove away and was trying to nab what would be his 4th trick play of the tour. But boy, what a pleasant surprise it was that it was DR making the catch.
That's an F8 in the batter spot, on deck batter circle.
Yes.
And Andy threw the pitch. It's banana ball for you folks.
Shades of Brett Phillips in the trop.
And now he's going to get funky.
Osley's going to bring Wolf, Cox, and Meadows in. And it's 3-2-2 time. How about a choreographed dance? Little running man, everyone back to their positions. Heater up and in to Mike Vivacis.
Not a bad pitch there.
Vava, the catcher, 2 for 19 on the tour. In his third go bout with the Party Animals. And the 3-0 is right down Broadway. Vava's worked 2 ball 4 sprints on the tour. Cranks that to third. No backhanded attempt. Or no backhanded stab, rather, from Jackson Olsen. That got on him in a jiffy. And
Almost had Vava napping over there first.
make him 3 for 20 on the tour. He still only has 1 strikeout.
Who struck him out?
I believe it was Cowboy Kyle Lewis.
Ding, ding, ding. Pico, you are the grand winner of tonight's Kyle's Trivia. You gained yourself a hug.
Wow.
Aren't you jealous, Josh?
I needed that.
I don't want a hug from you.
So it begins.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Josh.
We talked about this on Saturday, but you know,
pops one foul.
if you'd like, you can tell the people about how Mario Kart went down at the hotel on Friday evening.
On Friday?
On Friday evening, not Thursday evening. Friday.
Oh, Friday after the game, I was famished and rather delirious, and I got some food, and I headed up straight to my room and went to bed. What did you do, though?
It's absolute malarkey, Kyle.
It's caught on a bounce, but no good because it has to be a clean catch. I know the Tulsa fans will not be enthused by that ruling, but these hitters have to have some protection. You get another look at it, though. Look at the deflection and the snag.
Great heads-up play. Just gotta have the guy in the red snag it.
Tip drill.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Josh. Was that a dream? What did you do Friday?
Hogwash, Kyle. Hogwash.
I don't know what happened. Hey, Jake. Glad you're watching. Sorry I had to replace you in the broadcast.
He actually asked you to say hi back.
Oh, hi back.
That would be Kyle's older brother for anybody who's lost at home.
BTV honorary member.
That's a fact.
Sword.
And Vincent's going to twerk in the general direction of Baber, who's the second strikeout victim of the night for Danny Hosley. As the Party Animals lineup turns on its head.
Did I miss the Andy coming home?
You did.
I think I was in the elevator.
Yes.
Thought I heard the music. How was it? Was it good?
It was really nice.
Did you know that Biko has only seen Toy Story 4?
I think I did for some weird reason.
It's one of my core personality traits.
Really?
Yes.
I can tell you for a fact I haven't seen all 4 of them. I don't know which ones I've seen. Obviously the first one. Probably the second one. I don't know if I feel good about the third one. And I think I watched the 4th one.
4th one had that spork.
Yeah.
It just wanted to go in the garbage.
Yeah.
That was funny. I liked that.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Vava leads off first. 3-0 count now on Reese Lightning, who singled to lead off the ball game, then was cut down trying to steal second base. And he'll work a sprint. Bananas getting around the infield quickly. Reese is going to be content with 1 base, not testing the Banana sprint defense. Vava gets to third, and men on the corners now with 2 down.
I'd like to think Reese would have actually loved to try and take second base there. I'm just not sure. Mike Vivacis is kind of getting away from first base slow. I'm not sure he thought Vava would go towards third base.
Yeah, I think we had a good shot at Vava at third base if we get somebody covering after they get the ball quickly.
Big moment in this ball game. Bananas lead by a point. The heavy-hitting Joe Lytle, proud of Oklahoma City at the dish. Spent 4 years at Oklahoma City University with his dad, Keith Lytle, the head coach. Although a lot of folks in Banana Land think that Mike Vivacis, leading off third base, is Joe's dad. It's more of a brother or cousin type relationship.
Could be dad. I mean, I'm not sure how old Joe is, but Mike's a little bit older. I don't know if he's old enough, but one could dream. I love my dad, but I would also like Vava to be my dad. He's an awesome person.
This is a fact. That ball lined deep to left, but Michael Deeb has a beat on it and hauls it in. Hosley, Strands, Party Animals on the corners, and the Nanners for the third inning tonight just need one run to win the inning. We've got a swaddle race. Brand new promotion. We'll throw it down to the young professor and see what's going on as we head to the bottom of the third.
I've got the Gillum family and I've got the Rice family, and moms know how to swaddle. The kids are going to help them out. Swaddle that baby in 3, 2, 1, go. Swaddle that daddy. Oh, look at that. Nice tuck. Good burrito action here. Mom knows just how to spin it and tuck. Oh, wait a minute. The Gillum family is picking up dad. John is going. Look at this. They are straining and struggling. The Rice family is going to roll him through like a burrito. They're going all the way. They are so strong. Oh, my God. With a diving finish. Give it up for the Gillum family.
I gotta say, the swaddle race, very fun.
I think the three of us would dominate that event. It's my first time seeing it, and I already know that we would be good at it.
Now, who does what role in the swaddle race, Kyle? What are you thinking?
Biko's definitely, Biko's getting swaddled, right? I think we're in a unanimous decision.
I would love to be
board.
swaddled,
yes.
But in this case, it's the dad, the largest of the family, who's swaddled, which would probably mean that you should be the one being swaddled.
Okay. I could be a baby. I'll do whatever I need to do. And one thing that I need to do as Bill Leroy comes to the plate to kick off the bottom of the third is I got to get something off my chest. I was lying about Friday. I wasn't delusional and I wasn't famished. I was pretty hungry after the game, but I didn't go back to my room and go straight to sleep. I actually went back to my room and played 2 different 4-cup matches of Mario Kart, and I quite literally wiped the floor with Josh Tublevsky.
Oh, Kyle, don't!
It wasn't even fun. By the 8th race, I was playing with the controller upside down and one eye closed. It's just getting bored. So I had to tell you guys that.
Soft tapper towards third. Bloomer charging, flipping over to first in time. Your housemate is retired as Mr. Bill Leroy heads back to the third base dugout, and Noah Bridges, the right fielder, will swing it. It's 8-9-10 for the Bananas here in the bottom of the third. Just one run needed to notch their second point of the evening. As Sean Fluke is in his third inning.
Flukey looking rather sharp tonight again. His past 4 or 5 outings, he's really surprised me. And I guess he's getting a little hot out there.
When Nelly says to take off all your clothes, Sean Fluke listens and obeys. Count 1-1 on the Nanners right fielder. Oh my. Wow, this is big news. Sean Fluke and Noah Bridges are currently playing strip, so if a ball is thrown, Fluke has to take off an article of clothing. If a strike occurs, then Noah Bridges has to do it. Sean currently struggling to get the belt off, and he's just going to leave it dangling through a couple loops. And now Noah will have to get rid of an article of clothing. I've seen a lot of odd things in 4 years of broadcasting for the Bananas. This might be the most bizarre at-bat yet.
That was probably the most interesting ways I've ever seen somebody take off a jersey.
I thought it was smooth.
That one gets the bottom of the zone. Noah has been struck out, and he's going to remove his batting gloves. as his final trick. Arm sleeve as well, for good measure.
That really told the story of the duality of man. You have the dad bod Sean Fluke versus the chiseled Noah Bridges.
That was beautifully put too, Josh. Wish you could race half as good as you could.
Kyle, I can't with you right now.
You could sportscast.
I'm dead serious. I can't do this right now.
Good thing we don't have to, because the rodeo clown's in the box. And it looks like he's going to lose some clothing.
Mr. Matt Wolf, behind 0-1, cuts and misses on a well-located heater. Wolfie 0 for 3 on the tour, strikeout and a hit by pitch. Pokes that one towards the crowd, and it is not caught by a fan. Wolf, the second baseman, as Maceo does his infamous wrecking ball dance to the crowd's delight, as that one skied in the infield. Dustin Baber making the call, and with his bare hand making the catch. Shake that one out, Baber and Swanee. 33rd trick play in 35 tries on the tour for Dustin Baber.
And the right side of that party animal's infield, really enjoying the bare hand catch. We saw Jason Swan do it 2 nights ago. Now Dustin Baber getting in on the action.
That was the first trick play of the tour for Swanee.
And Fluke finally got his belt off after all that madness.
Congratulations, Sean Fluke. Let's bring in Adam Virant to the broadcast, the lead coaches of this Bananas team. How you living down there, Virant?
I'm good, guys. How are you doing?
Really good, dude. Great to see you. I can't tell the story like you can. Can you explain to the world how meaningful it is to be back in Tulsa tonight?
Oh, man. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, my career ended. I had a career-ending injury here in Tulsa about 100 years ago at the old Tulsa ballpark. My arm broke. Thought I was out of baseball, and luckily the Bananas saved me. And it's only full circle that we're back here in Tulsa putting on the greatest show. Yeah, I mean, geez, you're bringing a tear to my eye, Vico. You always know how to drag that out of me.
That's why we brought you on the broadcast, man. We wanted tears. It's really cool, though, Byron. It's all full circle. Banana Land continues to be a magical place for so many reasons. I mean, growing up in Omaha, Nebraska, I know Kansas separated you from Oklahoma, but did you ever get to make it down here beforehand?
Did I ever get to meet who? I'm sorry?
Did you ever get to fool around in Oklahoma growing up in Nebraska?
No. We stayed out of Oklahoma, man. I mean, it was just, they got this red dirt down here, and that scared me, just horribly. And, Kansas and Iowa, man, I yucked it up in those cornfields quite a bit. But we don't mess with Oklahoma.
Hey, Adam, Virant, Kyle Luigs here, pitcher for the Savannah Bananas, right-handed, number 12. Really big fan.
What was your name again?
Kyle Luigs, Luigs.
Yes.
Big fan of yours, and I just got to say, I mean, the view from up here is great of this baseball field, but those pants on you, goodness gracious. I know you run a lot, but that's just something I've never seen before.
Yeah, I like to stretch in these pants. These are my stretching pants. Oh, man, speaking of dancing and looking great in pants.
What a segue to Vincent Chapman dusting off the plate and whipping out a little Carlton.
Look out. There it goes.
A little left cheek, right cheek.
That's what the people came to see.
First it was Nelly for Sean Fluke and Noah Bridges. Now it's Snoop Dogg for Vincent. It's pretty easy to get these guys going.
There's a lot of things that are happening tonight that I'm seeing with these eyes that I'll never ever get to. I can't get out of my memory. Like the striptease on the mound. Like Vince, I mean, I've seen it a million times, and something like that. Like, it's great seeing Jake Skoll back in the box just doing what he does.
That's a fact. Line drive base knock.
Now, I know that we've tried to do it a couple times. It quite hasn't gone our way, but I don't think it could have gotten any better than it did. tonight. Talk me through your kind of POV of the DR Meadows pitch from center and also recording the F8 on the on-deck circle.
Oh, you mean SportsCenter top 10 number one play of the day?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's a new thing that's being developed. I think the last time he did that, he threw a wild pitch and somebody stole first base.
Yeah, he did.
And so, but we don't focus on the negatives. We try to plus it and turn it into a positive. And what a positive! I mean, it looked like he got about 12 feet in the air, and then that. Kudos to Bill Leroy for getting called off by the outfielder to allow DR to snag that. I mean, geez, that's probably never going to happen again. And we got to witness that. That was pretty amazing.
The 2 count on Bryson Bloomer. Struck out his first time against Hosley. Speaking of positives, Danny Hosley has now ventured deeper into a game than he's gone in his first 26 appearances on this tour. How amazing has he been as the Shohei Ohtani of Banana Land?
When Sean Camp from George Mason University, my former teammate, called us about Hosley and said, "This guy will do anything and that you want, and he'll be your best infielder, he'll be your best hitter, he'll be your best pitcher." Knowing Sean from back in the day, I kind of questioned that. Danny's done every single thing we can ask at a plus level, and he's out here just doing what he does. I mean, listen, he's getting hit a little bit, but these party animals are pretty great hitters.
Yeah, Bryson Bloomer, that's the guy second on the touring batting average at 376, and Jake Skoll is fourth at 359, so they're no jokes.
Hey, I was listening in on the conversation earlier, and Kyle was talking about his Friday night. I happen to
No,
be...
cut him off. Cut him
Do
off.
not cut Adam
him off.
Byron off. Kyle, you be
Get him off the
quiet and
broadcast.
let our guest of honor speak.
Thank you. I was present in that room, and I got absolutely wiped. But I did see Josh run the house on that. It's confirmed. I don't know what Kyle is going through this moment to need this kind of cry for help, but I can confirm that Josh Shaleski was running the show and finished first place pretty commandingly.
Adam Byron, you're a man of honesty and integrity.
Yeah, in the immortal words of the hardest working man in baseball, got to hold you accountable, Kyle.
Just got Reggie Horton, bro.
I really wanted to stay up here until the end of the fourth, but I can't. See, look what happens. You lie and balls come flying at you at high speeds.
Almost just got nailed there.
I'll come clean. I did. He didn't wipe the floor with me.
I did in the second game.
He beat me twice. He did. He didn't have a perfect set. There was no 60 points scored. But my little old buddy, old pal Toad, he failed me a couple times. But that's life. And, we're digressing too much. There's a baseball game going on. We should be talking about Mario Kart.
That's a fact. Huge moment here. Singles from Skoll and Bloomer have the party animals set up here in the top of the fourth, although that is a massive strikeout. Tanner Thomas is victim number 3 tonight for Danny Hosley.
Is that a change up there, Viro?
Yeah, that's a nasty Hosley change.
Right on left, inside changeup, 2-2.
Yeah, when Sean Camp was telling us about Haas, he said that he had a plus change, and that definitely has lived up to the hype.
A 1 count on Breland Almadova. The left fielder, a little loopy flare to short. Ryan Cox made a diving catch on his first time.
I'm going to call a...
What do you like here, Viro?
I'm going to call we're going to go a 5-3 double play right here.
Hot shot coming to Jackson Olsen. Right now.
I mean, you guys are way up there, but down here where the oxygen is rich, that looked pretty good.
It didn't look too bad either. I want to take F8 in the on-deck circle again.
Oh. That's a cut and a miss. Nasty fastball. Good location. And after back-to-back singles, back-to-back Ks. Now 2 on with 2 down, and Chase Acuff And a base knock his first time will swing it. Before we lose you, Viro, I would be remiss if I did not ask you about your experience at the Chicken Shack on Route 66 yesterday.
My goodness. I mean, that's a moment that's going to live in infamy. The Chicken Shack, I think all of us, I mean, it was a Bill Lee recommendation.
Yes.
It came late to us. We know Bill very well. Some of the things check out, some of them don't. That Chicken Shack stop was, man, if you're listening on the broadcast, get over to Arcadia, Oklahoma to check out Chicken Shack. It was like the perfect day off. It really was.
I think it should be on everybody's bucket list.
We actually have the owner of Chicken Shack in attendance tonight.
I've heard a plethora of Bananas employees say that it was their favorite day on the tour.
Wow.
Chicken Shack, Route 66.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
All right, here we go.
And our guys born in November, just rocking that place to smithereens. It's good stuff.
Ooh.
It's like an old-fashioned field day.
It really was. We had a wiffle ball game, a soccer game, basketball game. I think Neil, our director of food and beverage, was just like laying down the law on the court.
He was.
He was playing his brand of 3-and-D basketball.
Yeah, it was like what watching Tim Duncan back in the day used to look like. It was a clinic.
Big payoff pitch coming to Acuff. As Swani throws it behind Skull. Matt Wolf there to pick up the dribbler.
Man, you know,
I like him going curveball here. Bill loves to call off speeds in these kind of situations.
look at all the people up on the decks up there.
Oh my gosh, it's something else. That's Chase's 8th sprint of the tour. Skull scores easily. Bloomer huffing it.
Plate the plate.
Around third, throw from Deeb is late. And it's a 2-run, 1-base sprint for Chase Acuff. And those are the first runs given up by Danny Hosley in the month of May.
Yeah, he made it almost 11 innings pitched without surrendering a run here. That's very rare for Danny Hosley. He has been phenomenal.
12th and 13th stakes on the tour for Chase Acuff. And that's why Hosley's 1.45 ERA is all the more impressive. In baseball, that's a walk. Bases are juiced. You can still go after Swani. In banana ball, runners on first and second both score.
Walks killing regular baseball. They really killing banana ball.
Now Jason Swan, who had the infamous pop out in foul territory to the Bananas center fielder D.R. Meadows, right around the Party Animals on deck box. That's a rare pass ball on Bill LeBroy. Moves Acuff up 90 feet.
You know, the array of cowboy hats on the Party Animals side over there is pretty next level.
Is that the drillers?
I mean, they look good.
Also, no.
That ball looked good.
Back-to-back sprint. Swani was testing the Bananas defense. He slams the brakes wisely as Acuff scores. That run will be unearned, as opposed to the first two that will hurt Hosley's spectacular ERA.
I wish I could.
Swani grabs his 19th RBI. What do you wish down there, Viro?
That I could take a mound visit right now and talk to Haas.
Yeah.
And what would happen?
That's illegal.
Would you get thrown out of the game? Or would you get speared by Vincent Chapman, the home plate umpire?
Both?
Oh, boy.
That ball barreled to
here?
center. DR's under it. And that'll do it.
Thanks.
3 runs for the Party Animals in the top of the 4th. Adam Viron, thank you so much for hopping on the broadcast, man.
Thanks, guys. See you.
Absolute blast. There goes Bananas coach.
Get up, get up, get up.
Affectionately known as Viro around these parts. And he's been a part of all 3 tours. He's actually the only person on the Bananas side of the coaching staff involved in every tour. Vava and Sam Claycamp for the Party Animals have both been around since the One City World Tour in 2021. Viro started this whole thing as assistant coach of the Bananas to Nate Fish, the king of Jewish baseball.
And then he moved over to the dark side.
Correct. He was the head coach of the Party Animals on last year's tour.
Then he moves over back to the Bananas side and is overall encompassing the baseball department, the whole thing.
I'm guessing this is the first team that you've been on that has 2 head coaches, Kyle. Viro and Gillum.
It is, yeah. Which I don't hate it. I mean, it's a good thing. They get along really well. I think they have they have qualities that mesh together very well as coaches and just as people in general.
So, does the old adage ring true? Are 2 minds truly better than one?
Absolutely. Unless they're your and my mind, then if it's your mind and my mind together, then just one mind is better because my mind by itself.
Looks like William Lewis in the chat is wondering what you think about the Mario movie, Kyle.
Now, what I'm really, well, first I'm bamboozled because I haven't yet seen the Mario movie, but I've heard good things about the song that I've heard every game at the Bananas have played on this tour since it came out, but I don't know William Lewis.
Maybe it's William Louis.
Is that all the same?
Maybe it's William Luggs.
That's a good point, Josh.
It's a really good point. Top of the order for the Bananas and the bottom of the 4th. They need 3 runs to tie it, 4 to win it. Meadows, Jones, and Deeb all due to swing it.
How about DR changing his walkout from Dr. Doctor to courtesy of the red, white, and the blue for Memorial Day today? And oh my goodness!
DR cranks it down the left field line. It is just barely foul.
I gotta save my breath. I was about to let a good one rip. That was about to be a downright good home run call right there.
Yeah, you're ready to steal it from the Big Tiger.
I was. I would have wrestled him if I had to.
Well, he didn't get the home run, but he did get it through the uprights over there. Field goal was good. DR off to the races. He had a 2-base sprint to lead off the bottom of the 1st. Came around to score on the bloop single from Michael Deeb. DR grabs his tour-leading 15th sprint for the Bananas side of things.
And he's got 9 sprints in his last 10 games for the Bananas. And wouldn't you know it, but 2 of those sprints have been sprints of third base.
That's awful rare. DR leads off second. EJ had a line drive base hit into left his first time.
And I'm going to go ahead and toss my yard card out. Feeling crazy.
It's a good time for it. Jones is the tour leader with 9. Just missed that hanging bender.
Yeah, EJ's been swinging a hot bat. He's really been locked in. He's been not upset, but a little taken back. You know, with Dan going down, he's been having to play a lot of first base and not really getting to catch it all, which has kind of thrown him off a little bit. He's told me. You know, still getting the at-bats every day that he needs and working on stuff, but definitely getting to play a lot more first base than he ever has in his career.
I mean, it's really shocking when Eric Jones in the month of May has batted .414 for the Bananas. To hear him say that, just I think it tells you about the standard of excellence that he holds himself to.
Definitely.
Same goes for Michael Deeb in the on-deck circle, who's hitting .327. 12 points worse than EJ, and Deeb doesn't think that's close to good enough. That ball lifted high and deep to right. Hampton moseying on over to the corner, makes the snag. DR's tagging, throws a beauty just up the line. And with 1 down, Meadows over to third base.
Yeah, that throw had some chutzpah on it. Just a little wide.
Now it will be the aforementioned Michael Vitamin Deeb. Hit a high pop to shallow left that knocked in DR to win the first inning. Found grass in between confusion between Chase Acuff and Breland Almodovar. At the time I said it was Deeb's 10th walk-off of the tour, it was his 11th. Two behind McFadden and Hosley for the tour high. And tied with DR, who's over at third base for third best on the team. Last year's World Tour leader in walk-offs with 5 in 12 games. Former Chicago White Sox product.
Not sure where that missed.
Vincent's going to say just a bit outside.
Really good pitch from Fluky, it looked like, up from our vantage point.
That heater does miss out, and the count 3-1. Bananas need to get another man on base before they can dream of tying this inning. That one skied in the infield. Bloomer was the only man on the left side of second base. Puts it away, and the Bananas down to their final out here in the fourth.
Boy, oh boy, did I wish that I saved that card that I just pulled.
I think I'm actually going to play mine.
Yeah,
I was actually talking with Biko before the game,
Yeah.
and Dan is my yard card for tonight. And
that ball lifted deep to left, but just barely off the end of the bat. Breland between the legs. Oh, he's just about automatic with those.
He's going to floss a little bit to set it off.
Second
Make sure
of
you're
the night.
flossing at home, kids.
The Styling Hawaiian continues to dazzle and left, his 12th trick play of the tour. Boy, he's impressive.
It was a good call. It's hard, solid contact, and that's all you can ask for, you know.
well, he's looking for 40 hits, and he's at risk of going his first month on the tour without a homer. Maybe his next debut.
That's how they get you.
Couple deep flyouts for Oberst. We'll see if he can leave the park later on tonight. For now, we send it down to Jesse Cole because it's time for a kiss-off.
You guys been married?
7 months.
7 months. All right, let's see what you got. All right. We can work on that. And what do we have here? Your name?
Aaron,
Joya.
Aaron, Joanne. How long have you guys been married?
15 years.
All right, let's see what you guys got. 15 years. All right. A little better, something to aspire to get to, guys. All right, and your name?
Sally.
Sally?
John.
Sally and John, how many years have you guys been married?
51.
51 years. Sally and John, let's see what you have. What is that leg doing? And that arm. Oh, the hat is off.
Wow.
Sally and John. All right. Sally and John, we're good. Whew. All right. Fans, was it our first couple? All right, we'll keep working, guys. Our second couple. Or was it Sally and John, 51 years? That's what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. Great job.
Congratulations to Sally and John. The passion is still there.
I love love, man. I do. We got a new pitcher on the mound, and he loves electricity, and that's Christian Dearman. And that also means that it's my time to go. I bid you guys adieu. I'm sorry about all the lying. I'm not sorry that I got caught. I'm sorry that I did it.
Looks like Dearman's talking to the crowd. What's he saying?
But if I win, he's got to hit in the other batter's box. Does that sound good? All right, let's do it. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That's nothing. That's rock. Right? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right. He got the first one. Here we go. Fastball. Strike one. All right, round two. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. He got me again. What we got? Let's go slider. How about that? Ooh. All right. Round three. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'm not very good at this game. Let's see what we got. Let's go change up. Oh! Oh, no.
How about Dearman? He has to tell Baber all 3 pitches he throws. Wins on the fastball, wins on the slider. Kyle, before we leave, I can't have you leave the box just yet, buddy. One, tell us what your experience was like on the mound telling Jason Swan and a full capacity Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark that a slider was coming to him, because it's very similar to what just happened here.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a very great feeling. I love the idea behind it. I think it's so much fun and very on brand for what we're doing. And it kind of puts the pitcher on a pedestal. And allows him to kind of interact with fans like no other pitcher has ever done before.
Reese Hampton trying to interact with some fans on the right field berm, ends up under that one, and what a heave all the way to third base for Mr. Noah Bridges, one down.
And, you know, and fortunately for me, you know, they got to pick what pitch I wanted to throw. I heard the majority of the crowd saying slider to start him out 0-0, and it happened to work out pretty good for me. I mean, he fouled out in foul territory to EJ over there, so... actually correct, I think it was Danny at second, but you know, it worked out for me, so I might in the future maybe just have him call a full inning or maybe a full game and see what we can't get going on, you know.
I like that a lot. Okay, real quick, and then we will let you get back to the world down there, because I know you've got a lot going on, as Dearman with a little 180 pitch fires it outside. The Hosley and Fluke matchup was a great one, but you've been playing with Dearman now for 5 years. What's your scouting report on Christian Dearman?
Definitely getting into banana ball. He's going to showman up just about everything. You saw him with a 3-0 pitch there, kind of resorting back to regular baseball. But, you know, he's there to entertain. He's personified this own character that he is now, Mr. Electric. I kind of think he forgot who he is.
He gets called off by Jackson Olsen on the mound, 2 down.
I don't even think he's Christian Dearman anymore to himself. I think he's Mr. Electric to himself, which is why he's able to do it so well. But, I mean, he's a really good 3-pitch mix guy. He's got changeup, slider, fastball. He'll run it up there from the 3-4 slot, and he's probably going to get to eat up quite a good amount of innings out here tonight, so I'm excited to see what he's got in store for us.
Your fellow 2021 Coastal Plain League champion. In his 3rd collegiate summer with the Bananas, your 4th. Kyle, have fun rest of the night out there with the fans, man. Appreciate you coming up and hanging out.
I will. Goodbye, Biko. Goodbye, Josh. I hope you don't run into me in the hotel tonight.
Kyle,
because I'm going to be a buzzsaw of a human on the Mario Kart controller. Let's go Bananas.
challenge accepted. I'll miss you, love you.
There goes Mr. Lewiggs. 2-1 count on Jake Skoll, who sprays that one to left center. DR's got a beat on it. Diving attempt comes up empty. Baber scores from second as Skoll cruises in for a 2-bagger of his own. And the Party Animals, who tied the game at a point apiece an inning ago, winning the 4th 3-0, have a 1-run lead now here in the 4th as they wobbled, and now they are waddling, and now they are wobbling again. The wobble-waddle combo. Surprised we haven't seen it out in the world until now. Skoll picks up his 32nd ribeye on the tour. He's one behind Bryson Bloomer for the tour high.
And he was at risk, believe it or not, of course, did not play game 1 of this series. He was at risk of playing the next 2 Oklahoma games without recording an extra base hit. And we hadn't seen that in an incredibly long time for Jake Skoll. It would have been his first series without an extra base hit since Montgomery on March 24th and March 25th.
That's mind-boggling. Nice front door bender there. 2021 CPL champion teammates now turned enemies, facing off as Dearman wins this battle. Nasty slider gets Bloomer swinging. But with doubles from Baber and Skoll, the Party Animals push a run across. And if they can keep the Bananas off the board in the bottom of the 5th, will take their first lead in the all-important points category tonight. With another look at the K, as we take a gander at how the scoring has unfolded tonight. Just told you about the fourth and the top of the fifth. Nanners won the first inning on a two-base sprint from D.R. Meadows, a single from Eric Jones, and a single from Michael Deeb. They've been held off the board since then by Sean Fluke. The Exterminator out for his fifth inning of work. The man out of Pasco Hernando State, proud of Hudson, Florida. He's been doing a good job keeping the Bananas off balance with the fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup combo that he's got.
I mean, opponents batting just .212 against Sean Fluke on the season. That's the second lowest mark on tour. Only Danny Hosley was lower than him. And how about this? Since the start of April, Sean Fluke has only allowed 4 walk-offs to the Bananas.
Sean Fluke faces 5, 6, 7 in the Bananas lineup. Dakota McFadden has one of the 2 hits. Check that. One of the 3 hits against him tonight is that one on a couple hops to Chase Acuff, who makes quick work of D-Mac. And 1 pitch, 1 out for the Exterminator here in the 5th inning. Called the Exterminator because he literally is an exterminator when he's not world touring. Used to build elevators before that. As that one flicked out to left. Breland cruising in behind the back, comes up empty. Jackson will stay at first on a trick play missed. The Styling Hawaiian now 2 for 3 on the night and 12 for 20 on the tour.
And we have not seen Breland miss a trick play in a very long time. He's been so solid for the Party Animals. Believe it or not, the last time Breland missed a trick play, March 25th in Montgomery.
A lot happened in the capital of Alabama. That has not happened until now. Game 3 in Oklahoma. Ryan Cox at the dish. Popped out to third his first time up. Jackson Olsen leads off first. Ball line to left. Breland's got a good beat on it, though. Makes the catch on the run. Going full John Olerud out in left field, rocking the helmet instead of a hat. And Flukie now 1 out away from securing points for the Party Animals in 2 straight frames.
And he's working quick this inning. A 1 pitch out to Dakota McFadden. Of course, Jackson Olsen went after the first pitch here. Only 2 pitches needed to retire Cox. If he gets Bill Leroy here, even despite the trick play miss, he could finish this inning in under 2 minutes.
Liner to Skull, and he's going to do it. 1 minute and 37 seconds for Sean Fluke with a trick play missed as the Party Animals win the inning 1-0 and take a 2-1 lead in points.
I mean, you almost want to say Fluke could have set a new banana ball record for lowest MPI if it hadn't been for that trick play miss. But still, a 137 mark, good for 17th best all time in banana ball.
Let's throw it down to Shark.
Particular, Jeremy Katzenberger. In October of 2004, just shy of his 20th birthday, Jeremy felt a strong calling to join the military and enlisted as an Army Ranger. His first assignment was to Fort Benning, Georgia, where he completed 1-station unit training and the basic airborne course. He was also chosen for the Ranger Assessment and Selection Program. He graduated in April 2005. That same month, on April 30th, Jeremy married his longtime girlfriend, Colleen. In October 2010, the newlyweds welcomed their son, Everett, into the world, and for 4 months, Jeremy learned how to be an amazing dad. But on a March night in 2011, Jeremy's company was deployed to Afghanistan. On his 8th combat tour in support of Operation Enduring Freedom, Staff Sergeant Katzenberger was serving as a squad leader in Paktika Province, Afghanistan. During combat operations on June 14, 2011, Staff Sergeant Jeremy A. Katzenberger, Company B, 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, was killed in action while serving his country. He was 26 years old. When given the news about Jeremy, Colleen felt like she couldn't go on until she looked across the room at their son Everett. Colleen knew she had to push through and find a purpose for her life moving forward as Everett was growing up fast. She decided to go back to school to be a teacher. It was a struggle financially and Colleen almost quit, but Folds of Honor stepped in and helped Colleen pay for her schooling. Everett, now 12 and a half years old, is a strong, confident young man. Fans, at this time, please welcome to the field Colleen Katzenberger and son Everett. On this Memorial Day, we honor all those men and women, including Jeremy Katzenberger and their families, for making the greatest sacrifice of all for our freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Well, certainly an emotional moment here in One Oak Field in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as the Bananas and Party Animals all come in as one, and it's Hug Central down on the field. I think someone's cutting onions in the general vicinity. That was pretty powerful stuff.
Just a wonderful display from both the Bananas and the Party Animals, just rallying around those folks. It's special, yeah.
It's what Memorial Day is all about. Honoring, mourning, and remembering those who made the ultimate sacrifice. And what a way to celebrate it. We're 5 innings into the final battle between the Bananas and Party Animals here in the great state of Oklahoma. Party Animals lead 2-1 as we head to the 6th inning. Christian Dearman will be out for a second frame of work. Bananas won Friday night 4-1. Party Animals took Saturday night 4-3. Those were both in Oklahoma City. We popped on Route 66, checked out the Chicken Shack, and made our way over to Tulsa for one night only here in the Greenwood District. It's 5-6-7 for the Party Animals. Tanner Thomas. It's a good barrel on it. D.R. Meadows squares it up and is there for out number 1. Tanner 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. Now it'll be Breland Almadova. Pop out to short and a K on his evening.
We talked about Breland's trick play streak earlier in the broadcast. How about this? Breland striking out in his last at-bat. That was his first strikeout since April the 15th. We had seen Breland early on have a lot of swing and miss in that bat. He's cut down on it and seen great results with 3 straight multi-hit games lately.
And on April 15th, he was tied with Tanner Thomas for the tour lead in the dubious honor of most strikeouts. They each had 17. Breland just got his 18th as he flies out to DR. Tanner Thomas struck out first tour high 27th time tonight. So Tanner struck out 10 straight times before Breland recorded his 18th K. They both fly out to the doctor to start the top of the 6th. Now Chase Acuff will swing it. The Animal shortstop, single in the 2nd, 1 base, 2 RBI sprint in the 4th. Came around to score as well. (3-1) coming for Mr. Electric. Heater gets the outside corner. And we'll do a payoff pitch.
And really good catch by Chase Acuff. He didn't want to suffer the fate of Bryson Bloomer the other night, as that's going to be ball 4 and Acuff off on the sprint.
The patience pays off. He's been on base all 3 times tonight. Batting average just below 300, on base percentage creeping closer and closer to 400. Acuff just continues to be so valuable for the boys in black and pink. Bender outside, Jason Swan. Fly out his first time, RBI sprint his last time up. Rovin Acuff. The 5-year man out of Georgia Southern. Behind a ball and 2 strikes. And a cut and a miss. Tight slider from Dearman, who breaks out an intriguing celebration and then loses his cap. Nanners will just need 1 run in the bottom of the 6th to win the inning, as we get a look at some of the action from Bill Leroy tonight. All started in the 1st. Heck of a job gunning down Reese Hampton, trying to steal second base. And then just a couple innings later, in the 3rd, receiving the incredible throw from Michael Deeb and going full extension on the tag to nab Tanner Thomas. It's been a good night at the ballpark for one of the twin princes of Bananaland. And look at this! Oh, Jesse Cole! Welcome into the broadcast, my dear friend. So good to hear from you in Oklahoma. How much fun has the Sooner State been?
Oklahoma City, Saturday to here in Tulsa. Sarah, Memorial Day.
The Bananas and Party Animals have each won a game here in the Sooner State. How important do you think it is for these guys to win Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah, they were talking about it. They're about win Oklahoma.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Catch you on the flippity flop. Have a great rest of your night.
Love you, Biko.
Love you too, Jess. There goes the owner of this here establishment. Fans First Entertainment, Mr. Jesse Cole, alongside his wife, Emily. $1 and a Dream back in 2016. And look at what a magical product they have created. This is just year 8 of the organization. When they started, they were still running the Gastonia Grizzlies and the Martinsville Mustangs in the Coastal Plain League. Come 2018, they narrowed it down to just the Bananas, and team won 3 Coastal Plain League championships in 6 years when the Pettit Cup was on the line. Proved that you could play the best brand of baseball while having fun. Curtis Sproul, professor at Georgia Southern, did a couple of studies that showed Bananas players were the only group in the Coastal Plain League who actually put up better stats when they started swinging it during the summer with the wood bat than back at school, as Noah Bridges in the 9-hole, leading off the bottom of the 6th, and here comes Jesse.
Now coming to hit the world's tallest hitter. Please welcome Dakota Stilts Elbritton.
the pride of Ellaville, Georgia, who's been wowing us from such great heights since the One City World Tour. At 10 feet, 9 inches tall. Heater all the way to the backstop. Bridges is going to take third on the wild pitch. Boy, he broke late. And Vivacis, I think, pretty surprised by no actually going at all after that thing ricocheted back towards him. Now Lialios brings Acuff and Baber onto the mound. Who's got the ball? Oh, it's 6-2-2 time. Stilts at the dish. A dance going on the mound. And Lialios does have the pitch. It's fouled straight back. Pure pandemonium here in the bottom of the 6th. Inning-winning run is 90 feet away. 2-1 count on Dakota.
And this is a great situation for Stilts. We've seen him in a lot of critical situations get his base knocks, 2 walk-offs on the tour, and batting over 300 on the season.
Boy, I don't know where that pitch missed. I guess Vincent Chapman's going to say outside. Like it was at the belt. Heater's low. And that's going to be a sprint. Noah Bridges scores easily from third. Stilts is going to beat the Party Animals' lackluster attempt at sprint defense. And Dakota has his 3rd walk-off of the tour. I think I would have thought you crazy if you said Stilts would have 3 walk-offs 39 games into the tour, but he's been awful effective with the bat in his hands.
And he's so competitive when he gets that bat in his hand. After grounding out against Garrett Delano in the last game, he was talking to me about how upset he was that it had happened. He's just a guy who really wants to get those big knocks and show people what he can do on those stilts.
Welcome into the broadcast booth, Biko Scala alongside Josh Chalevsky, and it is that time of the night. We're going to the 7th inning, so it is Hoka giveaway o'clock, thanks to our good pals over at Zappos, loving this entire world tour. Our word tonight, remember, you have to click the link in the description or the comment section. It will take you to a whole nother world where you're going to be putting in this info, and it's going to ask you for a buzzword tonight that is oily. O-I-L-Y. Oily. Can you use it in a sentence, Josh?
The Tulsa Drillers have a mascot around here, and his name is Oily.
It's a fact. One of 2 mascots that they have, actually. And Oily was an old-time favorite. They've brought him back to a raucous applause. And Oily, O-I-L-Y, is what will get you involved in our Hoka giveaway tonight. Best of luck. The winner will be notified on the post-game show when we're going to try and fool around and head all the way down to the party plaza. Forget what's happening in the booth. Jesse Cole's down on the field. He's introducing Stilts, who just had the walk-off, and he's going to make his tour debut playing first base.
Yeah, we saw Dakota Stilts-All-Britton play first base in the Summer Series last year, and unfortunately, it didn't go quite as planned. But here's where the Bananas have adapted, improvised, and overcame. Look at the glove for Dakota Stilts-All-Britton. I think he's going to be able to field a couple ground balls now.
In the Summer Series, there was a hot shot that went right through his wickets. Field goal was good. Ended up being a base knock, and he nearly threw his glove down in disgust. His average size glove at the time. Well, now he's got about a 3-footer on the left hand of his. And ready for some action. 1-1 count on Mike Vivacis. Party Animals head coach / player, as you can see here. That ball driven out to left center. Vava put some mustard behind this. That thing's going to clang off the wall on a fly. Deeb with an excellent chuck-in on a hop, but Vava with a stand-up double is now 2 for 3 on the night.
And Vava collecting his first extra base hit on the tour. Just got the barrel on that ball, drove it out to left center. That's a great piece of hitting from Vivacis.
It was only a matter of time. He's hit into a plethora of hard outs and has played Pepper with the warning track a handful of times. only to be retired. Got that out off the wall, 381 feet away from home plate. It's a good poke. Quick 0-2 count now on Dustin Baber. Vava's second baseman, 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. And that one shanked foul out of the stadium. And that one flicked out to left. Deeb will make the snag. An important first out for Christian Dearman in his third inning of work.
And a really good off-speed pitch from Christian Dearman there. Baber way out in front of that. And that's the reason Michael Deeb able to come up with the snag there in left field.
To the top of the order we go. Vava still leads off second. Now his leadoff man, the switch-hitting right fielder. Reese Hampton ahead of ball and no strikes. Single, a one-base sprint, and a fly out. On the former Conference USA all-freshman team. And out of UNC Charlotte. That one slapped to left. Deeb is hustling after it. He can't get there. All the way to the wall. Vava scores easily from second. And Reese is going to replace him with his tour-leading 15th two-bagger as that one gets away. Hampton's going to have third base and stay right there. Clutch piece of two-out hitting. Check that. One-out hitting from Reese Lightning.
And an unfortunate series of events for Michael Deeb. Didn't take the greatest route to that ball and then overthrew Jackson Olsen trying to get it into the infield. And Stilt's kind of unaware of seeing that ball roll towards the Party Animals dugout. Luckily, Dearman able to get it and keep Reese from scoring there.
That ball laced to left center. Dior Meadows isn't going to get there in time. Hampton could waltz home as Lytle cruises into second, back-to-back doubles. And third two-bagger of the inning for the boys in black and pink. Lytle now 1 for 4 on the night. Picks up his 26th ribeye on the tour.
And they are coming in bunches for Joe Lytle, especially as of late. For Joe, he now has 8 runs batted in his last 5 games.
And he pushes Hampton home for the 44th time. Reese leading all players on the tour in safe trips around the bags. 1-1 count on Jake Skoll. Rolls over that one, count 1 and 2. On the man out of Woodstock, Georgia. Two for 3. RBI double, a single, and a run scored for Scully. That one misses down and in. Good take. Just missed the outside corner. Excellent frame from Bill Leroy, but it's the right call from Vincent Chapman. Well, excuse me, swing to stay alive.
You don't see a lot of swings like that from Jake Skoll. For as patient a batter as he is, Christian Dearman really tied him up with that pitch. We'll see if he can come back and get Skoll here.
Same pitch, different result. Jake takes the sprint, ball gets away from Bill. Lytle scores easily from second. Skoll's gonna cruise in to replace him as the Party Animals have pushed 3 runs across. And 3 consecutive batters here in the 7th. And look at this choreographed dance from the Party Animals. A lot of clapping. A lot of clapping. Good work from the fellas. Little yeah by Usher, feat Little John. It's an anthem. Slider gets the bottom of the zone. A 1 count on Bryson Bloomer. 1 for 3. Single, a run scored. Sandwiched in between a couple strikeouts. He loses his bat. That thing shattered as EJ over at second base gets it to Stilts. You can't grab it, and this has become incredibly ugly here in the 7th. Bloomer is heading back to the dugout with EJ at second base for the first time on the tour. Dakota not able to handle the soft flip. And now a 4 spot for the Party Animals.
And credit Jake Skull. He did not stop running on that ground ball and was able to score the Party Animals' 4th run on the inning.
First error on the tour for Dakota Albritton. That's a costly one. Anytime you give these Party Animals a free base runner, get all the outs that are given to you, things can get really ugly really quickly. Battle of roommates from a tour ago. 2-2 count for Dearman on Tanner Thomas. He's 0 for 3. And make it 0 for 4. His tour leading 28th strikeout.
And Tanner, believe it or not, 2 strikeouts tonight. Had not had any strikeouts in the first 2 games of the Oklahoma series. He was on the verge of playing his first series without recording a strikeout.
Instead, he was strikeout victim number 3 for Danny Hosley, number 2 for Christian Dearman. Now Breland, 0 for 3, couple flyouts, and a K. Party Animals left fielder with a 3-1 count. Bloomer not being held on over at first. I think it's more of just a feel move by him, not taking the free bag. And he's going to be off to the races anyhow. A sprint. Ball gets around the infield. Stilts can't handle the toss. It's going to allow Bloomer to score easily from first. As Breland grabs his 24th RBI of the tour, and the Party Animals have scored 5 runs here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, we've seen the Party Animals have some very big innings late in games. We saw that happen on Saturday. Connor Higgins coming in relief, and the Party Animals put up a 3 spot in that inning.
Now Chase Acuff, the shortstop. Single and a pair of 1-base sprints. He's driven in 2 and scored once. That one out to right. Noah Bridges makes a lunging snag. Loses the cowboy hat but finds the ball. And mercifully, the top of the 7th comes to a close. 5 runs, 3 of them earned to Christian Dearman. As 9 Party Animals got to swing it. Jason Swan, the only guy who didn't get to hack away. As we have a little impromptu, oh, hey, whoa, we're in the booth. Okay, we've got a little race going on down on the field. We are up in the booth with none other than the trick pitching extraordinaire, Matt Wolf.
What's up, Biko? Good to be up here with you guys. First time here, so hey, it's quite a treat being up here, and look at this view.
I appreciate it, Matt. And the first thing we'd like you to do is spin the Wheel of Unfortunate, my friend. Good, nice soft spin there. 5 gift members. All right. I don't think you know what that means.
Is that good? Is that good, Biko?
It's very good, Matt.
Hey, how about that?
You are a true man of the people.
Fans will be fired up. I have to push the fire button.
So, Biko, I believe you're going to go into Shark's booth and go and push the fire button on the Tulsa Drillers little oil rig out there.
They're going to let me?
Yeah. I sure hope so. Get in there, big guy.
All right, let's see what happens.
So Biko's going to exit, and we're going to take over here, Matt. Brett Helton coming out on the mound for the Party Animals. Brett just has been phenomenal lately. And Matt, I mean, we wanted to have you up here on the booth. You're coming back here in your native land, Oklahoma. And I mean, just tell me about what the experience has been like for you, just the reception of the fans, getting to see family, I'm sure. Just what has it been like for the Bananas to take over Oklahoma?
Well, you know, it's always good to come back home. And Tulsa's not quite home, but we are still in Oklahoma. I've had several friends and family come to both Tulsa and Oklahoma games. It's been awesome to see them and catch up with them and let them see a part of what we're doing here in Banana Land.
Yeah, DR Meadows flying out to Reese Hampton in right field. Biko Scala rejoining us, and Biko, were you able to successfully press the fire button?
Hot shot to third. Bloomer not able to handle it. Throw across the diamond in time. What a recovery from the Boomer.
I tell you, Bloomer, he impresses me. Every time I see him field a ground ball, that guy can do it right there.
Yeah, he's incredibly skilled. Spoiler alert, I was not allowed to press the fire button.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So, anyhow.
No fun, Biko.
That didn't work. Josh, did you spin the wheel?
No, I did not.
All right, we'll have to put one in the bank for you next time you spin twice.
Double or nothing.
1-1 count on Michael Deeb. The Nanners need a 5-run rally with only 1 out to spare to avoid falling behind 3 points to 2.
Now, Matt, I've got to know, you obviously got an AB in Oklahoma City. You also got to come out and pitch in night 2. Now, did you have a louder reception during the at-bat or coming out in the fireman outfit?
Man, you know, to be honest, it's kind of hard to hear out there, and I'm not always focused on the crowd, so you guys would have to answer that question for me. What do you think?
Jason Swan barehanding tough hopper there. He picks up his second trick play and as many attempts on the tour. That's an excellent question. I think pitching was a louder response, and I think probably wearing the full firefighter gear had a little something to do with that.
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. A lot of firemen came to the game. It's fun for them too.
Now, I don't know if Josh asked you this while I was trying to set off pyrotechnics here in One Oak Field, but just how wild has this homecoming been for you, man?
I signed autographs at OKC. I went through 2 brand new markers. That's how many autographs I've signed. So I have tried to make my rounds, that's for sure.
That's pretty awesome. As DJ the Invader, the new man on the mound, our mustached extraterrestrial. Chase Acuff and Dustin Baber wondering what time it is. Josh,
They're checking the MPI.
Oh, Josh has figured it out. And what was the MPI?
It was 1 minute and 47 seconds.
It's pretty quick. Swanee sends this towards the crowd. And it's not caught. It's going to be 8, 9, 10 for the Invader, who had an excellent start to his Bananas career. It's been a little tougher sledding for him as of late. Swanee, the first baseman, 0 for 2 with an RBI sprint. The Invader brings 4-seam and 2-seam fastballs, slider, cutter, and changeup to the equation. DR Meadows makes the play out in center and a couple quick outs here. 1 out, rather. Before we move on to Mike Vivacis, will be pinch hit for by Dalton Cornett. Fava ends his night 2 for 3, double and a run scored. And DC3 in his second world tour with the Party Animals. 6th on the tour in batting average, 4th in on-base percentage, and 8th in slugging. Bounces that to Dalton Malden, bounce pass over to first. Here comes Jesse Cole.
And now coming to pitch, former Major League All-Star, World Series pitcher, and 6-year veteran in the U.S. Army, and Red Sox Hall of Famer, 76 years young. Please welcome Bill the Spaceman Lee.
Well, the legend himself will try and get a very important final out here in the top of the 8th inning. Less than 18 minutes on our clock. We've got to get through this entire inning to play a 9th. And it looks like Sam Claycamp is going to pinch hit for Dustin Baber, opposing him. Matt, can you share the story with the world about the comparison that Bill Lee made after he saw you work your magic for the first time back on the World Tour 2022 tryout?
Oh my gosh, we talk about never forget moments here in Banana Land. Bill Lee for sure gave me that at the tryout. After I got done pitching, I had brought a book from, it was about Max Patkin's life. That's a famous baseball clown, and when I come off the mound, I brought that for some encouragement for me. And when he come off the mound, or when I come off the mound, that's the first person he mentioned. So it was wild that I brought that book about Max Patkin. I looked up to him, and that's the first person he mentioned. So pretty cool stuff.
Chill City. 2-0 count on Slammin' Sammy, who is well under that. Pops it to the right side. Malden and Jones. Dalton will make the call and the catch, and Bill does his job.
Spaceman Lee!
Oh, Bill, he can still get it done, can he?
How impressive is it to see him go out there and just continue to get outs?
I love it. Well, I've got a little rodeo clown down here. I'm going to have to get him in a barrel, so I'm going to have to scoot on down here. I promised him I'd get in that barrel tonight.
Okay, I love it. Real quick before we lose you, Matt, just some final words on Banana Ball coming to your home state, your new home city as a firefighter in Oklahoma City, and now over to Tulsa. I mean, this has been absolutely incredible, and no better time to talk about it than a full capacity One Oak Field turning yellow.
Right. These Okies showed up, didn't they? They showed up. It made me proud. I love them to death. Thanks for coming out and supporting us. It means the world to me.
Thank you so much for coming up to the booth. There goes Mr. Matt Wolf, who's got some lifelong memories to make with kids down on the field. And while the Greenwood district of Tulsa, Oklahoma turns yellow, we've been blessed with a little present in the booth from our resident foodie, Mr. Carson Bowen. Here we are on the little screen. Some kind of sausage and peppers and onions.
I wanna say classic bratwurst, it would appear.
Yeah.
Nice bun and sauerkraut, peppers, and onions.
Okay, you ready? Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I took a monster bite.
So much Banana Nation. Now let's go Bananas!
You know what I love so? This bratwurst. Oh my goodness.
I'm at a loss for words. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Really like the sauerkraut on that thing as well. So, scale of 1 to 10. Miko, what are you feeling here?
Give me a 9.8. Absolutely scrumptious.
Wow. I'm in the 9 range, but wow, 9.8. I wouldn't have expected that high from you.
No, that's some good meat and veggies all wrapped up in some bread right there. I appreciate that.
It's a 9.4 from me. It's a 9.4, but that's genuinely one of the best things I'd say we've eaten all tour.
We didn't even put the mustard on it. Brett Helton, the new man on the mound. 9th round draft pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates back in 2015. Spent 4 years in their organization. And spent the next 4 years with the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks in the American Association. Main competition of the Kansas City Monarchs. Helton comes in for 4-5-6 here in the bottom of the 8th. That one shot foul. Bananas just need one run to notch their 3rd point of the night and tie this thing back up. They led 1-0. It was tied 1-1. Party Animals were up 2-1. And then it was tied 2-2. But the Party Animals with 5 runs in the 7th retook the lead.
Yeah, this is back-to-back games where the Party Animals have gotten to the Bananas bullpen, and it's really given them an advantage in the game. But here the Bananas trying to score off of Brett Helton, who's been incredibly effective against them here in the month of April, as Oberst sends a deep drive, and that ball is gone! Dan Oberst with his 5th home run of the tour, and he's now homered in every month on the tour.
In the last Banana Ball game in May, Mr. Oberst makes it count. He walks off the 8th. And the boys are drilling for oil at home plate. It's a 3-3 ball game. Here's the young professor.
Ladies and gentlemen, after that colossal home run, the Bananas win the inning and have tied things up as we head to the 9th inning. This is as high stakes as it gets here, Tulsa, because in the game of banana ball, in the final inning, every run counts for a point. This is the time for the Bananas to hold the Party Animals back, win the state of Oklahoma in this series. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final inning.
Take a look at the rules for the final inning. The young professor just laid it out. It's going to be the 9th tonight, as we got 8 innings in, well within the parameters of our 2-hour time limit. All runs scored here in the 9th are going to count as points. Since we walk in locked at 3 points apiece, it really doesn't matter. Whoever wins the inning wins the game. And if we leave the 9th tied, we'll go to showdown tiebreakers. Matt Malatesta has emerged as the go-to setup man for Danny Hosley in the pen, and with Hos getting his 2nd start of the tour today, it's only right that Malatesta is your highest leverage option out there.
Well, Malatesta, the closer for the Bananas on the World Tour last year and in the Summer Series, and he started the season a little bit rocky, was struggling with control of the banana ball. But since the month of April, Matt Malatesta with a 2.45 ERA for the Bananas. That's the 2nd best mark on the tour since in that span.
Hosley is the only guy who's been better. And Malatesta has been the only man since April 1st with a better ERA alongside Haas than Sean Fluke, the Party Animal starter tonight.
And let me correct myself, actually, 2.57 ERA for Malatesta.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to sleep at night. That one slipped through the cracks.
I knew the error as soon as I said it.
To err is to be human, Mr. Talevsky. Malatesta comes in for the top of the order.
You know what's not human right now? My yard card predictions.
You're looking at 3 straight, I believe, as Hampton on the first pitch gets a splitter. Eric Jones goes under the leg. He's now 3 for 4 on trick plays on the tour. And 1 down for Malatesta.
And that's 2 trick plays within this Oklahoma series alone. Eric Jones, Kyle said, kind of struggling, well, feeling like he's struggling offensively, but maybe it's because he's dedicating so much time to some cool trick plays over there at first base.
If hitting over 400 in the 11 straight games he's played at first base is struggling. Just have different definitions of the word. 1-1 now on Joe Lytle. It's the half night off. Booming RBI double to left center his last time. Dalton Malden tracks that down in the hole. And how about 4 pitches, 2 outs for the Monster?
Really quick work for Matt Malatesta, and he could be on the verge of an MPI well under 2 minutes in this inning.
See what happens here with Jake Skoll. He's as dangerous a hitter as you're allowed to bring it to the Sooner State. Jake 2 for 3 on the night. Double, a single, 2 runs scored, 1 driven in. 2-base sprint his last time. Count quickly 0-2 as Malatesta paints the outside corner. A little hesitation, chance for a fan to possibly make a play. No. That's out of the premises.
I think we've seen a lot of growth from Matt Malatesta since early on in the tour. You see him fooling around with batters' timing a little bit, and man, has it really worked to his benefit.
Another grounder to the right side. Dalton Malden once again. And Matt Malatesta with a 1:58 inning. It is well under 2. Here's the young professor.
Done their job. They have held off the party animals, and now is the chance for them to step into the batter's box and get to work. We have had 2 games so far in the state of Oklahoma. This is the final game that we have here. The stakes are high. The battle for Oklahoma ends here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it!
The Bananas won 4-1 on Friday night. The Party Animals took game 2 in Oklahoma City on Saturday 4-3. The suspense could not be any better. It's all come down to this in the 69th Banana Ball game of all time. And how nice has it been? 14th stop on the tour here in Tulsa, 21st city all time to see Banana Ball. And they've gotten a doozy here in One Oak Field.
And this is finally a chance for the Bananas to end their Game 3 woes. We saw them drop Game 3 playing the Monarchs in Kansas City. They dropped Game 3 in Sugar Land. But here, the Bananas get a chance to really show their 9th inning offense, which is incredibly good. They bat .352 overall in the 9th inning this season.
How about the zoom out from the U-Haul building? Folks in all the surrounding buildings here in the Greenwood District in Tulsa are at their windows, lights are on. Looks like a party on Memorial Day. Dakota McFadden in the 5-hole, behind 0-1. T-Mac the DH, single and a ground out tonight. And Helton coming after him with heat. Fastball, cutter, changeup, curveball is the arsenal for the Party Animals reliever. Just misses the outside corner. Cut and a miss. Nothing but hard stuff low and away. And Helton takes care of the tour leader in walk-offs. D-Mac back to the bench.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of home runs for D-Mac here in the month of May. He's got 4 of them, but it's also been the strikeouts that has kind of been his downfall. 9 strikeouts in 11 May games. It's kind of been a story of 2 true outcomes for McFadden.
Now Jackson Olsen, the third baseman, who could end this thing with one fell swoop. He's flown out to center, reached on a trick play, missed out and left. 4 long balls on the tour. As he rolls that over, Acuff can't handle it, flip to first, not in time. Great hustle by Mr. Olsen. And the West Hartford native is going to be pinch run for by Malachi Mitchell. Josh, our official scorer, that is a tough one right there. Hit or error? Let's play Brian Kenny's favorite game.
Yeah, I'm thinking about this as Malachi takes off, throw down, and Malachi in there. Dalton Cornett, of course, just inserted into this game. It's a tough position for him. Malachi able to take advantage of it and get yet another stolen base in this ball game.
Second of the night. And 35th of the tour as Ryan Cox sends that out to left. Breland makes a nice running snag. Malachi was about halfway to third. He heads back to second base. And we're 1 out away from showdowns. 1 run away from the Bananas winning the state of Oklahoma. Cox 0 for 3. And lined out to Breland his last time up, too. And how about this? Couldn't write a better script. Bill Leroy with a full capacity One Oak Field, clapping along to Billy Squire, the Prince of Banana Land, in his 6th year with the club. 0 for 2 on the night, trying to be the hero. And ahead 1-0.
Bill batting .333 in the 9th inning for the Bananas. An excellent position for him. And by the way, has the highest sprint to strikeout ratio in Banana Ball. His patience could pay off and lead to a Bananas win and win of the state of Oklahoma.
13 ball, 4 sprints compared to a Torlo 6 strikeouts. And it looked like he got a friendly call there. This one bounced to second. Baber over to first in time. We're going to showdowns. Here's the young professor once again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Rule number 3 in the game of Banana Ball. If we are tied at the end of the game, that can only mean one thing. It is time for the showdown! We have multiple rounds in the showdown, and the round number 1 works like this. It is 1 hitter versus 1 pitcher with 1 fielder. The pitcher's job is to get the out. The hitter has to score all around the bases with that many people out there with the fielder on the infield. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise because this is the showdown!
It doesn't get more dramatic than this. Malatesta, after getting a 1-2-3, a minute and 58-second top of the 9th inning, is back out on the bump as you get a look at the showdown rules. For round 1, it's going to be Noah Bridges as the lone fielder. His feet can't leave the infield grass until the ball is put in play.
But we've seen Noah Bridges hold down that showdown defense for most of the season for the Bananas. Why? He has great speed and he has a fantastic arm, and we've seen him nail a few runners at the plate to give the Bananas some showdown shutdowns.
The Party Animals are suspected to bring Reese Hampton up to the plate in round 1, and that's the man waiting just outside the on-deck circle. Grayson Bloomer and Dalton Cornett will be round 2 and round 3. Should we get there? The switch hitting right fielder, former Detroit Tigers product. 2 for 4 on the night. With a ribeye and a run scored. And he rips that down the right field line. It is big time trouble. Hampton around first. It's going all the way to the wall. Bridge is just now getting to it. Reese racing around third. The throw from Bridges all the way home, not even close. And the Party Animals are up 4 points to 3.
Till it's over, ladies and gentlemen, because the Bananas have to answer back. They'll have their chance to score one here, and something I should have mentioned before, a home run over the wall wins the whole thing automatically. Let's get up. Let's make some noise for the bottom of the first showdown.
That is a good thing to mention, Mr. Young Professor. Eric Jones came a couple inches away from the first ever out-of-the-park home run in showdowns in Kansas City, with the Bananas falling in heartbreaking fashion in the 3-game series to the Monarchs because of it. Breland Almadova, the new man on the mound. And what a time to make your Banana Ball pitching debut.
You do not see this very often. Breland, his first appearance pitching in Banana Ball ever. But if I had to assume why the Party Animals might be making this move, In the event that Jones hits a deep drive, A-Cup goes out the field, Breland in a great position to be the relay man and make a strong throw home for the Party Animals to get Jones at the plate and get them not only the showdown shutdown, but a win here in Game 3 in Tulsa.
1-0 count on EJ. Breland spent 4 years with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Jones blasts that deep to left field. That thing's off the wall. EJ's around second base. A-Cup's getting to it. Breland now the cutoff man. The relay throw. In time! Oh, Vincent Chapman with the crazy call. And wow, he just hit Eric Jones. Vincent Chapman hit Eric Jones. And this has gotten ugly quick. Party Animals win Oklahoma. And Vincent is irate, being held back by Reggie Liggins. No one had a better view of the play than Vincent. But I'll be darned if from the broadcast booth it didn't look like EJ was safe.
Just an absolutely wild call from Vincent Chapman there. We'll take a look at it here on the replay.
As you see Vincent being escorted off the field by his compadres, you get another look. Yeah, EJ was safe. Oh, that is devastating. That's the difference between getting to round 2 of showdowns and the Party Animals winning Oklahoma. It's bang bang, but at worst it looks like the tie goes to EJ. That's a pretty crazy call. And here's where you see Jones put his hands on Vincent, and that's where things went completely off the handle. You saw the push of the back of EJ from Vincent, and nobody in the third base dugout was a fan of that move.
It's a really tough call to end the game. The Bananas showdown luck the past 2 times has just been heartbreaking. Both times at the expense of Eric Jones. Thought he had a home run in Kansas City. Almost hit a home run here in Tulsa, but both times nailed on a close play at the plate and giving the visiting team the win.
And Split is still feeling the effects of that heart-stopping showdown. Yeah, how about EJ's last 2 rounds of showdowns? They have been about 125 and 137 miles per hour off the bat, approximately, using the radar in my brain. Both of them couldn't have been hit any harder.
I mean, EJ, arguably the Bananas' king of exit velocity this season. The guy has 9 home runs for them. It's a really tough outcome for the Bananas at the end of the night.
I'm still processing what my eyeball sent to my brain. I'm Biko Scala. That's Josh Talevsky. That was the wildest finish to a Banana Ball game of all time. And in the 69th ever Banana Ball game, you wouldn't expect anything less, although it was not nice for the Bananas.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Again, a tough, heartbreaking showdowns. Reese Hampton leading things off and scoring off of Matt Malatesta. And then bottom half, the Party Animals throw Breland Almadova out there. They want him to serve as a good cutoff man. EJ with a deep drive out to left center. Another hard hit off the wall. A-Cup with a great throw, and Breland's relay goes up the line. But it's Dalton Cornett getting back to the plate and applying what Vincent Chapman says is an out, giving the Party Animals the win in Tulsa and the win of the series here in Oklahoma.
And what Vincent Chapman says goes, folks. I mean, he's the home plate umpire. And it's just another example of how, first of all, it'd be asinine to ever believe this could be scripted, but this is not scripted. Jesse Cole would do anything he could possibly do in the world to reverse that call for Vincent Chapman at home plate and send this thing to round 2 of showdowns. I mean, it is honestly incredibly unfortunate that is how the entire state of Oklahoma is decided.
And what's wacky is I'm looking down on the field right now, and the Bananas still not leaving the field of play. I mean, it is definitely still a contentious call.
Yeah, confusing. I mean, obviously, the fans are all going out to the party plaza. They're trying to hang out, have a blast. Are the Bananas protesting this game? I mean, I don't know what is happening down on the field. If they could go to a replay review you could ask Josh and I, and we'd say, no, EJ was safe. Let's play another round of showdowns. That is not instituted into Banana Ball yet, so this is where we are. But as you see, in the bottom right corner, the Bananas now finally leaving the field. They will go and hang out with all the fans out in the party plaza as Ivan Trezak, our director of creative content, just goes full gremlin mode in the booth behind us. Now he's causing trouble. This is full pandemonium on all aspects. Okay, before we shut this thing down in the booth, Josh, I would be remiss if we didn't pop down. And, oh, yeah, there's Yvonne. Good work, Chris Haynes. Should we check out this party plaza?
I think we should.
Yeah, okay, let's take a little journey, grab all our important belongings. We can get back up into the broadcast booth in a minute. Throw down the old headset and trade it for a stick mic. Okay, nothing better than that. And now you'll get a little behind-the-scenes look at us leaving the broadcast booth and trying to find the party plaza, which, Chris, do you know where it is? All right, we're going to take a right. I had no idea what the plan was. Ooh, no one's watching right now. I bet I could go set off this fire real quick. Just kidding. I think I'll get in trouble for that. Let's leave the pyrotechnics to the professionals. But darned if I didn't have a little mischievous idea right there. Okay. So, remember, Tulsa Drillers, AA affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. We want to go that way, Chris? Yeah, really good. This is the third level of the press box. Over there, you have all of their teams dating back to 1977 when they came to Tulsa from Lafayette after a couple seasons as the Drillers there. It was the Oilers as the minor league team, although there has been professional baseball in Tulsa since 1932. And what a miraculous venue for Banana Ball it's been, huh, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, the crowd really got into it. We've seen great fans from both cities here in Oklahoma. And yeah, you talk about a rich history here in Tulsa. We've seen the Dodgers organization, which currently plays here now. And of course, we've got the Rockies as Savannah Alaniz joins us. And Savannah, thoughts on tonight's ball game?
Tonight was awesome. Had a great time. I really love Oklahoma, but I'm curious as to what the masses think of the end of the game. Not to get anybody more rowdy, but
we'll check out the YouTube chat after the game and the K Club chat and see what's up. Now, Savannah, you said you loved Oklahoma. Single out one favorite moment before we hit the party plaza.
oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna say I think yellow has been marvelous in each city. The people have really enjoyed the energy. They've gotten pumped up. And DR Meadows' catch from tonight was iconic. Couldn't ask for a better play.
The only F8 we've ever seen in foul territory in any baseball game. Just absolutely spectacular. All right, let's get out to the party plaza. Savannah, thank you so much for joining us.
See you guys later. Go like all of our content.
So yes, like we were saying, rich history here in Tulsa. The Dodgers AA organization currently plays here now, but we've also seen the Texas Rangers, formerly an organization that played here, as well as the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, it's really cool going through the stadium here, which was built in 2010 for a pretty penny of $39 million, approximately $58 million in 2023 coin. We've seen Ivan Rodriguez when it was a Rangers affiliate, Cody Bellinger, Walker Buehler. There's really a lot of incredible talent that has come through here. Clayton Kershaw, of course, and when we were in Oklahoma City just a couple days ago, Clayton Kershaw, of course, made a rehab start in 2017. That was the most fans they had gotten there until the Bananas sold this thing out. So as you can tell, the elevator was pretty packed. The stairs are no different. This is a hustling and bustling time here in One Oak Field. Okay, let's continue on with our tour. You get a little peek at the stadium at the inaugural game back in 2010. Shout out Kelly Kerr for making that happen. And we are just one staircase away from the madness of One Oak Field emptying towards the party plaza. It's going to be quite a scene out here as I figure out the best way to walk backwards down the stairs. Josh, are you prepared to enter the chaos?
I think I'm prepared to enter the chaos. I'm not sure if I'm prepared for interview questions with the Bananas or the party animals. What do you think?
No, not at all. I'm just doing this thing as we go, you know, a little treading water. You figure it out. Okay, Chris, let's go this side so we don't get caught up on our wiring. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty slow sledding, but we're going to figure it out. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just bumping into people, not using the eyes in the back of my head in the slightest. But this is a little glance at One Oak Field emptying out towards the party plaza. The Animals end up winning tonight, 4 points to 3. This guy's happy about it. Look at that. In round 1 of showdowns, in one of the wildest, most controversial calls in banana ball history, an absolute riot. Okay.
He was safe.
He was safe, the people say, at least the Bananas fans.
Yeah. Well, my grandson was in Pennsylvania. He was watching the game, and he said he was safe.
Okay, good. We have eyes from Pennsylvania saying that he was safe as well. It's good. We should probably station our replay headquarters in Pennsylvania so that we can avoid these kinds of circumstances.
Shout out all our broadcast viewers in Pennsylvania.
Do you know what Pennsylvania's called, Josh? Like, as far as this is, Sooner State. What do we got going on in Pennsylvania? I couldn't tell you. Is it the Keystone State?
I don't think so. There's the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Yeah. Steel City. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Okay, good stuff.
Great minds think alike.
Banana Soldier, Chris. All right, sorry for putting you on the spot. We love Pennsylvania, but we're not really equipped for all the knowledge to handle trivia on it. Okay, so now we're spilling out into the party plaza here, and this is where the madness really happens. One Oak Field is turning into an absolute bonanza, and if we're lucky, we might be able to punch through the crowd and stumble into a banana or party animal or two. Go Mariners. Yeah, shout out the M's. Shout out Eric Jones. He was just tagged out on that last play and was the Mariners' bullpen catcher a season ago.
Yeah, I mean, provided a lot of great culture. Wow, this was really a split decision game. We've got bananas and party animals here in Tulsa. And let me tell you, I mean, the Oklahoma crowd has really embraced the party animals. We saw a big Vegas really loved the bananas,
yes.
but here in Oklahoma, they love them some party animals.
Yes, okay, well, let's see. Looks like we've got some rowdy fans right here just busting on into the broadcast, and we should celebrate that. Were you a banana or party animals fan tonight?
We are a bananas fan, but the party animals really did a great job, and we're so excited. We came over from Northwest Arkansas and are absolutely thrilled to be here. It was such a great game. They did such a good job, and they entertained us, and they absolutely put on the best show we could have seen.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate you making the long drive and supporting both sides. Really good stuff. Okay, nobody better we could have on the party plaza. Yeah, you've got a lot of fans here as well. Mr. Dalton Cornett, who made the game-winning tag on Eric Jones, which then erupted into pure pandemonium. Was he safe or out?
Honestly, at first I thought he was safe, but went back and looked at the replay. It's very close. It's a lot closer than what people make it seem. So it could go either way, but I'm going to call him out. Go party animals.
That's a fact. DC3, how was Oklahoma, man? 2 nights in Oklahoma City, now Tulsa. It's been a wild ride.
Dude, Oklahoma, the fans in Oklahoma, just like her, the fans in Oklahoma are crazy. The best fans we've had so far yet, and I love it. Great.
That is high praise. That is high praise. Okay, have you prepared yourself? Are you ready for Nashville this coming weekend?
100%. That's close to home. Nashville all the way. I'm ready to go line dancing in Nashville, so we're ready. We're ready.
Yeah, wrong K-State, but right around the bend, and I'm sure you've had a couple nice times in your life in Nashville.
Sure, love Nashville. The boys Dalton Malton's going to have a concert there, so we're fired up about that. We're ready to go.
Hey, appreciate it, Dalton. Enjoy the party plaza, man. Thanks for stopping in with us. There goes Dalton Cornett, who does one of the harder things in sports and sits on the bench for 8 innings, gets injected into the game, has a ground out, but then makes the defensive play to win it at the end.
I mean, again, you talk about a critical situation, and that's banana ball for you. You never know what is going to happen. And Dalton Cornett, despite not playing the first, 7 innings of this ball game, had one of the more interesting banana ball games in his entire career.
Yeah, it comes at you quick. Life comes at you quick in Banana Land. Okay, let's keep moseying this direction. I think we'll have some more bananas and party animals out there. Did you have fun tonight, sir?
Oh, I had a blast. It was a great time tonight. Great. Savannah Bananas are #1. Best entertainment out there. Great ball game. It couldn't end it any better. Everybody was excited. It was a great night. Thanks for coming to Tulsa, Oklahoma. It was great.
Our pleasure. Thank you for stopping in on the broadcast. All right, look at us. Okay, the train continues on a chugging as we've got, okay, yes, perfect, Brett Helton. Once he's done taking selfies with fans, we will ascertain Mr. Brett Helton, sign that autograph, and then we're grabbing you, buddy. The pride of Colorado Springs, the owner of his own bar, and the man who threw a scoreless bottom of the 9th inning to send the game to showdowns. Excellent work tonight. You can keep signing autographs while you're cooking away here. How wild was that ending, man? What was the vibes like in your dugout?
It's insane. It always comes down right to the last second. It's a bang-bang play no matter what. And one of those, as soon as he hit it that hard, we kind of were like hoping it. No! My people, what's up?
Look at this!
And we knew at some point that was going to bite somebody's team, like hitting it too hard off the wall and coming back. So that happened, and I was like, Chase might get there. And in relay, double clutch, throw at the plate, bang, bang. So that was just crazy. So I mean, every part leading up to that, we were like, we might have a chance. Oh, we got it. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we got it. So it was just crazy the way it all went. And like, it's just like baseball works out. 60 feet's perfect all the way around. Ball to the wall going all the way. That's just how it is.
Yeah, we've seen you throw in a lot of showdown situations on the season. I mean, what are some of the things you've picked up on as the season's progressed, things you've learned through showdowns?
It's the way I pitch. It just depends because sometimes I'm out there, all my stuff's working. They might be looking here, they might not. In showdowns, it's all out the window. Everyone's so much extra focused. I can't nitpick. None of my tricks work. It's just like when it comes down to that, it's big dog against big dog, and you just got to let it eat because you can't trick them, and they're just going to be so focused, and everyone's looking, and the whole crowd standing. It's just completely different. So Breland really bucked up there because we were talking. We're like, they haven't seen him. They don't know what he's got. And then, like, he rolled out there, ball hit, and we're like, go get it. Because sometimes we freak out when the pitcher's trying to do a relay. We don't practice that. So when he got it, I was like, and Breland's on the relay, I was like, we're good.
Yeah, we figured that it was a defensive move as much as it was pitching because obviously you're a veteran on the showdowns. Now, what is your mentality like going into the bottom of the 9th inning where one run ends the game and Oklahoma would have gone the bananas way?
It's same as always. It's just like it comes down to it. I knew the zone gets smaller because everyone has to focus in. Vince is extra focused. So like again, I can't nitpick. I can't trick them anymore. It's just I got to get after it. I got to throw strikes and fill it up. They put good swings on put the ball in play. When we had the error, that's one that's a little spark that we didn't want to give them, and that started scaring us too because like everything is so tense in those moments. I was like, I'm throwing strikes, I do my thing, and they got me, and they did. So they put all the balls in play, and we made the plays, which was great, and that fired us up. Game of momentum when we were coming in hot like that. I think that helped a lot.
Listen, you did an excellent job, man. Good work pitching around the error.
Brett, last question for you tonight. I mean, you are the king of MPI this season. You entered tonight with an average MPI at 309. It only got lower tonight. How do you do it?
Same as always. If I could throw 100, I'd throw 100, and I don't. So I got to get them out. So the best way I can do that, sometimes it's the changeup, sometimes it's the curve, and it just depends on what it is. Sometimes it's the heat, and today it was the changeup. So that helped me, got all the lefties out, and I was just going to ride or die with that, and I rode. I didn't die today, which is great.
Awesome. Brett, thanks so much for joining us. Go partied up in the plaza, man.
Party animals, baby. Absolutely.
There goes Mr. Brett Helton, who got the 3 huge outs to send this thing to showdowns and set up the scene for what happened at the end. Okay, let's try and find one more player. Our man Chris Haynes has a phone in his ear. He's got the camera in his hand. He's got packs on him. He's trying to mouth things to me. He's got a headset on. I don't know how long he's going to last, but we're good to keep going this way? Yeah, we are. Good, Chris. Awesome. Good work, too, Caden. I like that. Oh, Mr. Kirk Kessler. Perfect guidance.
Oh my goodness, absolutely incredible, electric. Everybody was on their feet, excited. Like I think everybody was about to rush the field because of the excitement of the play at the plate. Everybody crawling on top of people like this. It was insane.
Yeah, it was a good ending. I'm happy that you have matched the energy. Was there confusion? Was there anger? I mean, with such a close call and pushing going on the field and Vincent going after bananas, had to be pretty wild in the stands.
I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to say on that subject.
Beautiful. That's a company man through and through.
Well, Kurt, what can you say about the fans in Oklahoma City and in Tulsa this entire weekend?
Oklahoma absolutely showed up all weekend long. The energy was through the roof. They were the fireworks. You know, people usually want to come to games for fireworks. They were the fireworks all weekend long. Just absolutely amazing, incredible way to spend Memorial Day.
Yeah, I mean, the Oklahoma fans, incredible. I think we're going to have to get back out here. Even our owner, Jesse Cole's had a blast out here.
Yeah, that's a fact. No, we cannot say enough good things about Oakland, and thank the Dodgers organization as well, getting their AAA park on Friday and Saturday and their AA stadium here on Monday. I mean, this is The royal carpet, the red carpet, the yellow carpet at that has been rolled out for us, and we can't be thankful enough. All right, let's try and find one more banana or party animal, and then we'll shut it down. But as we look, how about our Hoka winner? Congratulations, Rico Angelis. Rico Angelis, you got yourself a free pair of Hokas. Thanks so much for entering the contest tonight in the 7th inning and making that happen. It looks like we got Bryson Bloomer back here. So we'll try and grab the boomer, and then we will let you enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day evening in peace without us screaming on the party plaza. Oh, Reese Hampton, just as good, just as good. Reese, can we grab you real quick? All right, Reese Hampton, the man who scored the winning run for the 4-3 Party Animals victory in Showdowns. Dude, how wild was that ending?
That was a wild ending. I wish I would have just put it out of the park so we wouldn't have had that controversial call at the end there. But It was great for the crowd, and it was a great moment.
So what are you thinking, as you've been the leadoff man in Showdowns a handful of times now? That's a nice young fan. What are you thinking when you're getting up there? What's the strategy?
For the first at-bat? Not have a panic attack before the first at-bat, but just try to slow it down and get the boys going.
Yeah, I love it, man. Okay, so then what's happening after that play? You've already scored, then EJ peppers that off the wall, and pandemonium ensues. What's going on for all you guys?
Well, it was a wild swing of emotions. I thought we had him out by a few feet, and then we had a little wide throw. But, DC made an athletic play, and I guess blocked the old umpire's view and made a good tag. But
Reese, you guys have claimed the state of Oklahoma. You're about to go up to Nashville. I mean, I'm sure for you guys the goal is a sweep up there in Tennessee. How do you think you guys are going to be able to accomplish that?
Well, with just intensity and charisma and, doing it every day, doing the same thing. But that was a shout-out to Reggie, just doing it for the fans and doing it for the boys in black and pink.
Yeah, and I mean, Reese, we can't let you go without talking about the longest hit streak in banana ball history, now up to 22 games. I know you're fired up about it. Just tell me how you've been able to stay so consistent this season.
Well, it is a tough feat for the 2 years of the sport. It's a long time running, so it's a pretty good record to have. But just trying to be the same guy every day and hit balls hard, and one of them's going to fall. Excuse me, sorry. One of them's going to fall every night, so just swing at the right pitches, folks at home.
Thank you so much, Reese. Appreciate you, dude. You are a class act, and it's so much fun to watch you play.
Oh, thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, Reese.
That is the legend, Reese Hampton. Mr. Reese Lightning, before we shut it down, we have to look at this sign because this is incredible, man. So have you been to the 4 stops you have bananas on?
Right. This year, 4 times. I saw 5 games last year, 9 banana ball games altogether. The Party Animals are 8-1. How's that happen?
The Party Animals have to start buying you tickets to games. You should be at every one.
I think so. It's been great.
That's amazing. So what goes into this? Because this is maybe the best sign I've seen in my entire life.
Well, it's just a little word paste and scissors and some colored paper, and there you go. I had to make it so I could fold it into my carry-on luggage.
Did he mention that every time he's been here we've won?
All but one. 8-1. 8-1.
Messed it up. I know, dude.
All right.
It's pretty amazing. Well, listen, thank you so much for getting to all these banana ball games and bringing your fun self.
Keep coming.
That's fact.
Go Party Animals.
All right. He's bought in. He's in on the Party Animals. Yeah, we got Party Animal fans all over this place. All right. Josh, this has been a wild ride. I would talk to Bryce and Bloom. I'd stay here all night long, but we have to shut down the broadcast at some point in time. Before we do so, after Party Animals' thrilling 4-3 win in which they win the Sooner State, they are the champions of Oklahoma on the 2023 Banana Ball World Tour. We have to shout out our cast and crew that made this whole thing possible. First off, congratulations again to Rico Angelis on the free pair of Hokas. Those will be headed your way, granted that you put in all the correct information. Back in Savannah, an hour in the future from us, our technical director, Griffin Ellis, pressing all the right buttons at all the right times. Great work. Our director, Keegan Woods, calling all the right shots. Incredible job by you as well. Our video legend, Mr. Chris Sachi, dicing up the editing, the Adobe Premiere Pro King, getting us our Showman of the Night video for Dustin Baber. On audio tonight, Katie Duke. Incredible work, Katie. On replay, Mr. Jalen Johnson, the best on the ones and the twos in all the land. And on the scorebug, Kwanzi, one name, that's all you need to know. On the graphics, Julia Massey, 2 names, that's all you need to know for Julia. They are a dynamic duo. Here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the first base camera, it was the Iron Horse of Bananas TV, Emerson Elmgren, the best in the biz. On third base, and our remote camera, and flying the drone tonight was Nick Keldy, DJ Squints. That guy is a true Swiss Army knife. Okay, to the high home camera we go, Mr. Clayton Franklin. He's as good as they get. On center field, Jason Breslich. Jason, thanks for having fun with us for an evening. Appreciate it. On the low home camera and holding this roaming camera in the, what do we call this place?
One Oak Ballpark.
Yeah, and the Party Plaza is what I was looking for, but
see.
those are both correct answers. Chris Haynes. Yeah, that's his thumb. Believe it or not. Chris is the best in the biz. And our moderators in the chat, Katrissa Ballet and Colbite. A special thanks to the Tulsa Drillers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. This has been an absolute blast. And Josh Chalevsky on the color commentary tonight. You were superb as per usual.
Biko, it's always a thrill to be broadcasting with you. It has been a phenomenal weekend here in Oklahoma. Once again, a happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody and to you as well, Biko.
And a special thanks to the executive producers of Bananas TV, Jared Orton, as well as Emily Cole, Jesse Cole, Carrie Cole. It takes an army to make this thing happen, and you guys are the best. For Chad Reese, the straw that stirs the drink of BTV, our coordinating producer of this whole operation on Biko Scala, saying so long for now. We'll be back in action on Friday night. It'll be 6:30 p.m. pregame, Central Time, Eastern Time, Nashville.
Central Time.
Central Time. Huh? That's going to be crazy. We're going to be back in the Central Time zone. Let's do it to it. It's like all the way on the other side of the country. Same time zone. Who could figure it out? We're doing it as well as we can. Okay, 6:30 p.m. pregame, 7 p.m. first pitch, Central Time in Nashville. Nashville Sounds. It's going to be an absolute blast. We'll see you there. Party Animals win this 4-3. They win Oklahoma 2-1. And let's do it to it on Friday evening. Have a great night. Happy Memorial Day. And, of course, we'll see you later!